Hello and welcome to the North America Playoffs for Breachers Season 5 in VRML. I am your host, Shimmy Marui. I am joined here by Juice, Scorch, and a very special feature, Martini on cameras. Juice, how are you feeling today?
You know, I'm doing great. Been waiting for this matchup all day. Just been waiting to watch some more Breachers. I'm excited. Got to watch a little bit of the EU games, so that was fun, but this is what I've really been waiting for. I'm excited to get this going.
Very nice.
Yeah.
How about you, Scorch?
Yeah, we're looking at the number 1 seed versus the CC winner. So this is going to be definitely interesting. Full send. Congratulations to them for winning CC. Let's see if they can keep up with this dominant Acer squad.
I mean, Acer has been looking really, really good this season. Like, they made a full comeback with a full roster change. You might recognize a lot of these people from Fusion previously, and they are just really slinging it. They are doing fantastic. I can't wait to see how these guys perform in the postseason.
Looking at the records right now, Acer is 11-1, and the crazy thing is they're only lost because this Acer team was Fusion before, so the only loss was to the original Acer team. So technically, they're undefeated. It should be 12-0 basically, and Full Send 9-7. So I mean, they got a positive record. So well, it's actually look at these stats. Okay, so both teams have actually played damn quite a bit. 17 rounds, 58. I'm excited. I want to see. I would love to see Dam. I was talking to Martini about it earlier. I would love to see Dam.
I think Dam is honestly a pretty good choice here. Possibly even if Full Send wants to see if they can get off to a quick start. Not quite sure what map is going to be chosen first because Acer, I believe, has the selection. So if Full Send decides to choose map second time around, then possibly we could also see a skyscraper round.
Ooh, I hope so. We did finally get to see a skyscraper round after so long in the EU Ragnarok versus Sunset game. Like it always brings joy to my heart to see skyscraper making a return every once in a while.
I go to ship for this first map. I'm excited to see. I don't know what side. It looks like maybe Full Send's gonna start on the attack. Just waiting for these Acer players to join. But I'm excited to see how this plays out, especially. Maybe they are switching sides. Yeah, it does seem like they're switching sides. Maybe I don't know what they're doing. They're going back and forth. I don't know exactly whose map pick it was. Never mind. Okay, Acer's. I think Acer's staying on. Who's Sling Boy? I don't know who that is. That's.
Looks like we got a couple funny name changes at the end of the day. He is on the roster, so we're not seeing anything weird.
Okay. I was wondering who that was.
I'm actually quite excited to see this first map ship because ship is a very 50-50 map in my opinion. I feel like it is like if you play the normal Breachers game mode like ranked or quick play, ship can be a very defensive sided map. But in terms of VRML, it can be extremely offensive sided. So if the teams remain with how it is, Full Send, in my opinion, should have the advantage to start this. And if they want to be able to capitalize on that, they need to win as many rounds as they can going early on.
Okay, so I got who Sling Boy is. That's Mac, who
okay.
recently broke his collarbone.
Yep.
So he's in a bit of a sling.
I should have known that. I mean, that's so funny though. I wonder if I think he said he was gonna take it off during finals, but that's so funny. I mean,
you can't play VR in a sling. Like it. Props to him for gritting out. But we are gonna go to our first map, ship.
Excited to see how this pans out. So we have Acer on this defense, Full Send on the attack. Top floor for this first site. Like Scorch was saying earlier, I really do have to agree. If you're just playing like competitive, just messing around with your friends, I could see ship being super defensive sided. But like Scorch said, when you're playing VRML and you actually have teams that practice the maps and practice pushes and have good util placement, it can be really attacker sided if you know what you're doing. Man, I imagine Full Send will know since they're in the playoffs. So I'm excited.
Yeah, they put some great performances out on ship over in the Challengers Cup last weekend. So I'm hoping to see continuation on a lot of that. But this is, again, Acer that they're going against, the number 1 seed, one of the most dominant teams ever in VRML. Even this roster as it was on Fusion, was still just brutal to go against. But we are going to dive first into this round.
See how this pans out. Early pick already from Flicker right there, taking out Jet. I'm not sure what is happening. Whoa, Flicker with the second taking out Dan. Actually an AI, unfortunate. So Acer already losing a lot. And LFT, what is happening? D-Moon and is just, what? Grumpy all by himself, and he's gonna, what just happened, Jimmy?
Flicker came in from the back hallway over by B and just sprinted up, took down, like, oh Jesus, that was gnarly. Scorch, what did we see?
I am baffled by what just happened, considering that it is Acer that this team is playing against. However, Acer is currently at a man disadvantage, like we were talking about. Bot Dan has entered the chat and is so far 0-1 with no damage. But good job by Full Send to basically full send into that first site and get control quickly. They didn't. I didn't see any flashes utilized, but I did see the Incen and the first 2 picks on by. I think it was Flicker. So good job by Full Send as a whole to get that first round in.
Yeah, that was something. Flicker going in there like a madman and taking 2 off the top, even if one was a bot, like that just gave the opportunity for a full collapse. D-Moon got a pick, and then the rest just flooded in and just took easy sight. Well done. See how this shapes up. They've got a decent buy going in, but it looks like Acer is not going to give them time to breathe.
A great start. I mean, that's exactly how you want to start, going against the #1 seed. I mean, taking an early pistol round. Let's see how they can build off of it. Try to keep this going. Hopefully Acer can get their player in, be back at full strength. But I mean, if you're Full Send, you'll take any round, any free round. You'll take all of that.
Rexy looking to see if he can push up, takes out Slingboy with that Spectral. So I believe Slingboy had a RCP in hand, so he's able to pick that up. An LFT with a double kill onto Braxton D-Moon and a triple onto Rexy all of a sudden, just like that is a 4v2, 4v1 as LFT is on Ace Watch. Looking to see if he can take out that final player in Modzi Rodzi.
Oh, his team is going to let him do it. LFT looking for that final player. Modzi Rodzi backing out on the stairs. He does not want to give the ego boost of an early map ace. Oh, it looks like he is going to go down and save. He is going to keep that Omen to bring it into the next round. A couple flashes in his pocket as well. But what a play from LFT, just sticking to his guns, keeping good gun discipline until he had to line up on the 2, and then taking out the 45 hallway person as well, and dipping out to get a 4th. What a madman.
It was absolutely beautiful, and I think Modzi's just hurting his ego a little bit, just staying outside so if LFT doesn't get that ace. keep that Omen in hand, keep your flashes, bringing it to the next round. But that's a really good bounce back for Acer after losing that pistol round, and they actually did it super quick. I mean, that was pretty much all LFT right there. I don't think anyone else on the Acer team shot a bullet. I mean, it was just one after the other, and they were just dropping like flies.
This is a good opportunity for Modzi Rodzi, especially considering that he has those flashes in hand, so he's able to take that Omen and the flash into the next round. So I think this is smart, especially with, like you were saying, Juice, Shimmy, not to like boost the ego of LFT going into the further rounds already with an ace. I feel like it might, I don't know, maybe grasping at straws here, but maybe it'll get into LFT's head that he was not able to get the ace this round.
Yeah, well, it's so demoralizing when your team gets aced by one single person. It really, really hurts. But LFT is hunting for this guy. He really wants that ace. He really wants to finish it out. Is he going to get it? He is not going to get it. Modzi Rodzi is going to kill the streak. That is going to be a little bit of demoralization on LFT. However, he's still probably riding the high of getting that 4 kills. Luckily, Full Send hadn't bought all the way in on that round, so they're still riding out some decent eco into the next.
Oh man, Modzi gets a second. What? Okay, so that was so LFT and Jet both walked in there and died. Let's look at this replay though. Rexy taking out 1, and then it was like all LFT. See these kills. LFT just sitting in bunks. Got the 2, got the person on swinging green box, and I mean that was beautiful.
Oh, that was a goofy little hunt. Sorry, go ahead.
That 4th kill that LFT gathered was also a flash kill, so it was kind of like a toss-up there on whether or not he was going to get it, especially as he was running out against that. I think it was a 2v1 because Maziradzi was there, but was just unable to connect any sort of bullets. So, yeah, good job by LFT, basically himself, to be able to secure that first round for Acer in the second round of the map.
Absolutely, but we're diving in 1-1. It looks like a healthier buy coming out of Full Send right now. Only one full one-tap gun on Acer's side, the Marui. And yes, we do have a Cadillo with Flicker, but that is not typically one of the most meta guns. Rexialt has worked his way in already. Wall has been blown. Flashes are gone out. LFT is stuck. He is unaware of where he is. Oh, he is able to make it back, though, before anybody can capitalize off that flashbang.
Ooh, that could have been bad. LFT was just, couldn't see his screen, so he was just walking into a wall. That could have been unfortunate had one of the Full Send players swung. But Rexy, ooh, with the cloak, takes out one Flicker with one of his own, so early man advantage for Full Send, and Flicker takes out another. It's all up to Jet and Grumpy. Jet able to get one pick, though. Runs into the smoke to pick up guns, but Grumpy's taking a lot of damage inside. Jet tries to swing, taken out, and it's all up to Grumpy. And Brax cleans it up. And we might actually have a game on our hands. I mean, Full Send 2-1.
Full Send is definitely surprising me right now. Good job by them to be able to secure that second round for them, and also a second lead of this map 1. So if you're a Full Send fan, I mean, you got to be pretty happy with the outcome currently. With like I was saying, if you want any chance of beating the #1 seed, you need to start off hot. You need to start out strong, and currently they're doing a great job at doing that.
Well, speaking of hot right now, we do have Hotline in, one of the OG Acer members, somebody who led this team to multiple championships. He is back in the seat, and we have got a 5v5 on our hands finally. We don't have that situation anymore of a 4v5. So this might get contentious, but right now, Full Send is looking really, really good. Those were fantastic attacks. They were able to really isolate out Acer and punish multiple ego swings and multiple different 1v situations.
Full Send's running good plays too. They're not like all funneling to one area. I mean, you saw Flicker that last round, I'm pretty sure, going for that flank, taking out those players on that backside and just pinching that Acer team and just completely just dismantling them. And whoa, this drone. I don't think LFT actually did not get spotted by the drone. Oh no, this could be bad if Rexy breaks this door. And yep, LFT gets a pick. Wow.
That was shocking. That was so shocking that he was not able to get spotted by that drone, and now already down a man advantage for this Full Send squad. But I mean, this map, the first time around on this top floor, they pushed in, they got the kills needed, and they ended up winning with 4 players alive. Let's see if they can capitalize on that same magic that they came across before.
Ooh, but Flicker does get a good shot onto Jet, bringing up a little bit at B side. The defense is so heavy on A, but the switch-up's already begun, and there's the rotate. It is now beginning to collapse onto B. All that tension is about to go. Ooh, Sling Boy barely avoiding a flash.
I don't know how that C4 did not just kill Flicker, but Flicker, Modzy gets the refrag, and it's all up to Modzy and Brax in a 2v3 situation here. I wonder if they're going to stick with B or maybe just go for a double rotate. EMP, though, is in possession of Modzy, and it seems like they're going to go for it, but they have to keep an eye out on that flank because Hotline might end up coming up these stairs here soon.
Minute and 7 seconds left on the clock. There is a player on the flank on Hotline. Let's see if he can be able to push in time. It looks like they might be rotating back to the other side, however, so it doesn't look like this flank will be capitalized on Hotline as they do blow that wall, and now he's trying to see if he can look like the shark he is for that kill, and was unable to do it as they pushed in towards this back wall.
A little bit of a slight bit of an over-rotate. They thought they were going all the way back to A. No, instead they're going to the beacon. LFT looking to engage and keep them off while Hotline tries to work his way. But nothing has been decided yet. It looks like it's another switch up. How much foam do they have? Oh my goodness, the plane starts going down. It's the connector fight, LFT versus Brax. Oh, but Brax is not able to beat out Grumpy. It is now a 1v3, and that is it. The round is going to go to Acer. 2-2 evened up. Very, very, very contentious and down to the wire.
Replay right there. Grumpy able to get that pick. And LFT with that one. But honestly, it was the rotate was actually pretty good in theory. Had a couple gunfights gone in Full Send's favor right there. That second rotate back to A probably could have worked. Had Grumpy been picked off instead of Grumpy getting that kill, I mean, switches it to a 2v2 instead of a 3v1, and that could have easily went into Full Send's favor. Just unlucky gunfights, and Acer showing out that gun skill, able to tie it up at 2 apiece though.
2-2. It, like Juice was saying, it is all tied up. Good job by Acer to be able to, even though going down, capitalize on that and win in, I would say, somewhat dominant form, considering that they had 3 players remaining. But the EMP did get planted, so there's a little bit of money and a little bit of points going in the way of Full Send there. So maybe it'll benefit them if we possibly see an overtime. Maybe not. Currently, it's looking like a back and forth match. Let's see if that continues.
Setting up for this next round, we've got a middle floor on our hands. This is somewhere that LFT was honestly able to make a beautiful play. Is he going to do a repeat? He's not quite in the same position, but they are fully kitted out with Marui's. This is a slug on slug fest. Only one SMG in play. We see breaks on the doors into barracks. Nothing actionable just yet.
I wonder if, yeah, look at Full Send. I mean, they are scared of this bunks room now. They are absolutely terrified of LFT, so they're going to actually drone, have Rexialt come on this flank right here, coming up the stairs. Sling Boy sitting back by green box, and Full Send kind of at a bit of a stalemate here. A few players still outside, just waiting to try to catch one of these Acer players off guard, but I think Acer's holding their ground pretty well. They're not over swinging, they're holding angles, and they're in good spots right now. They're really good positioning. I think they actually have a player upstairs maybe going for a hatch, and Jet actually takes him out upstairs.
Already man disadvantage, but immediately back, all tied up as D-Moon is able to take out Sling Boy. Brax able to take out one, Hotline able to take out the other, so it is back and forth as now there is a man disadvantage towards Acer. It is a 2v3 with Full Send, the only 2 players remaining, D-Moon and Rexy. All last time this happened, nobody else died for Acer. Let's see if Full Send can kind of switch that up, possibly even win the round. Looks like D-Moon is looking to see if he can push up on the green box, get control of this backside to make sure that there's nobody in med. However, how we are seeing it, everyone is sitting in sight for this Acer squad. So Full Send is able to get all sorts of control that they can and possibly seeing if they can clutch this round up.
Interesting C4 placement on the back side of the kitchen. It's possible that they're just waiting until somebody tries to push too far in and then blow it there. However, Rexialt and Demon are still hesitating. Ooh, the foam starts getting put down. Jet runs away while Grumpy covers. It possibly could come down to the final engagement before the round happens right here.
30 seconds left, so Full Send has to make a play. They're in that numbers disadvantage. Grumpy in a good spot behind that freezer. Might catch D-Moon off guard if D-Moon doesn't check that corner, if he swings the breach, and Jet able to get that pick. One player coming on that bathroom flank. It's all for Rexy, and a 1v3, and Grumpy cleans it up. Acer going up for the first time, I believe. 3-2, and a pretty good map 1 so far.
Oh,
Acer able to capitalize again on that 3v2, not losing a single player, and Grumpy getting that final pick you saw on the replay. Good job by Grumpy to be able to capture that round 3, and like you were saying, Juice, it is the first lead that Acer has of this map. Let's see if Full Send can tie it up this round.
they do have an opportunity to. Still coming out with a 3-3 when you are on attack is not a bad situation to be in. Right now, though, Acer looks like they're warming up. They're getting into rhythm. They're starting to feel out having a fifth again. And they're doing fantastic. Like, the LFT is just being a menace on that dang middle floor. We are back to first floor, and this is somewhere that Full Send was really able to showcase their abilities. So, we might see them dominate this floor again. However, it's not certain right now. Just Acer is starting to look more and more solid as they warm up and get into this game.
Exactly. I mean, you can tell they were just now warming up, and they got their lead. So hoping to make it a 4-2 game, but Full Send trying to tie it up going to the half. And I mean, a 3-3 half would not be bad if you're Full Send. You would definitely take that. So let's see how they push this. Default setup here for Acer. They're gonna hold outside of the objective. Got some statics down, and actually 2 Acer players upstairs right now running around. That's interesting. And But look at the full send team. They actually have a lot of players just still outside, just trying to contest this area, and Acer's just not giving up any space.
Full send is not full sending it into sight as what we have seen the previous 2 rounds that they won. They did kind of just push in and take control quickly, get the headshots needed as Acer was caught off guard. And I'm not sure why they changed it the last 2 rounds, but they have been playing a little bit less aggressive as they had before, as Demon looks to see if he can swing in and take out Slingboy, but Slingboy able to take him out, but not before losing almost all of his health. And he was also able to take out Rexy Alt, as Rexy Alt, or not before Rexy Alt was able to take out Jet.
Ooh, that is very, very close for Slingboy, sitting at 1, but LFT is going to take out Brax, putting it just on Mozzie, Rodsy, and Flicker. Flicker trying to work his way over, but LFT gets out faster and manages to get the kill. Mozzie, Rodsy completely and alone in a 1v4. This might be the chance to save. This actually, wait, though, this is end of half. He doesn't have an opportunity.
LFT had a crazy flick. Wow, that was insane. All up to Mozzie, though. LFT runs out and gets the pick. Sends Acer into a 4-2 half, and, I mean, what a job from Acer. I mean, early on, did not look good for them, but, I mean, I feel like LFT's really been the MVP so far of this game for Acer. I mean, he's really turned these rounds around, getting these kills. I mean, what, 10-3? I mean, he's putting on a clinic.
Yeah, ooh.
Yeah, LFT is doing really well for his team. I mean, you saw him getting the double kills. He had the 4K in the very beginning of the game, and it's just back and forth where he is just unable to be stopped once he gets that first pick. So Acer up 4-2, and now they're on the attacking half. Let's see if they can keep up that momentum, possibly winning 7-2, or could Full Send be aggressive on this defensive half and maybe even tie it up?
Ooh, that would be a fantastic way to see of a full send comeback, but Acer is fantastic on attack. This is their bread and butter. This is just what they do. And Ship is a map that they do tend to dominate. So this is going to be us. It's going to be hard for full send to be able to survive this and come out with positive points.
Expecting to see a lot of util from Acer. I mean, seems like they only have 2 ensigns, though, which is kind of surprising. I would have imagined they bought flash grenades, but maybe not. But look at this full send defense. I mean, they gave up space really quick. Acer's already about to foam these walls and get them open within 30 seconds of the round. Flicker playing close on the door, not able to get any picks. The walls are now being open early on, so Acer already trying to have a stranglehold on this A objective, and Mozzie takes out Grumpy in a really good pick. And Flicker with one of his own, and I mean, this could go either way. Jet actually ran right next to Mozzie. What is happening? It's a 2v2, 2v1 in favor of Full Send. It's all up to Slingboy.
Look to see if he can contest and takes out Slingboy. So this is the start that you need if you are a Full Send fan. I mean, that's exactly what you wanted. You got the round. You're able to buy into this next round, possibly tying it up. I mean, this is looking up for Full Send. If they can continue, especially with the second floor, they need to play aggressive, though. They need to play aggressive defense. They can't allow Acer to just walk in and kind of take control of everything they want. They need to be able to fight back.
Yeah, and they were able to capitalize off the fact that Acer members lost track of each other. So there were brief times where one wasn't able to cover the other, and they were just able to capitalize off that with people in the smokes, people in weird little angles, and people pushing stuff unexpectedly to get that man advantage and finish out that 2v1. Like, ooh, Full Send's looking good. Full Send is looking good.
You can't play normal against Acer. You got to do unexpected things. If you play normal, they're just going to read you like a book. And like you said, with the smoke grenades, just crouch walking through them. I mean, that was crazy. I think Mozzie literally walked through LFT's body. They just walked right next to each other, and it just, I mean, that was funny. But Full Send on this comeback, I mean, this is really turning out to be such a good match. Full Send's still down, though, but I mean, oh, look at this run up by Rex. He takes out 1, takes out 2. You know what? You will take a 2-for-1. You will take that any day if you're Full Send.
That was a perfect play by Rexy to be able to take out 2 players for Acer. And like I was saying, just extremely aggressive defense in order to take control of this match. And I mean, I don't think anybody really expected this from Full Send and Acer. I mean, I would say the majority of people probably would think this is a landslide, but Full Send is giving it their all, and they are currently going blow for blow with this Acer squad.
That was one of the most beautiful runouts I have ever seen. The fact that that worked. I saw the opportunity. I was like, is he going to go for it? And he went for it and won. Jet, though, does take out D-Moon, but not before getting refragged by Mozzie Rodzi. It is down to Slingboy, who gets to double. Oh, my God, he's in sight.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Fulson had such a good start to the round, and now it's all up to Mozzie Rodzi in a 1v2. And look at Acer. This is the smart play here, rotating all the way around to A. Hotline, though, taking damage from a trip line, so that could come into play later into the round. But EMP's going to go down. Mozzie's going to have a bit of a retake here. I wonder what the play is. He actually picked up a C4 off the ground. This might actually be utilized to pop bathroom wall.
Oh yeah, that's a good point, using the C4, and he is going to use that, but he might switch over to that door before blowing the wall, and it does look like he is going to do that to see if he can distract these two players who are currently looking at the wall, and he pushes out, takes out one, almost takes out the second. So blowing up that wall did end up distracting both of them, but was unable to connect on the other guy with the headshot. Taking a look at the replay there, you see Jet able to take out one with Mozzie Rodzi and Slingboy pushing up, taking out two players. There's no refrag for that, making it a 2v1 in favor of Acer.
That play did ultimately give Acer the round, but I was really hoping for Mozzie to be able to make that work. I saw the vision, I saw the plan. He just wasn't able to flick to both heads fast enough. Ooh, it is coming down to the wire on some of these rounds. Acer still maintaining their lead, but not by, I think, what anybody would have expected.
Mozzie almost had that too, because Sling was watching that door, and then Hotline was too. He popped that wall. Both of them looked. Both of them looked towards bathroom. They were both expecting it. He got the one, but Sling just happened to be right next to that table, able to get that refrag. That was really close. I mean, it was a really smart play. There's not much you can do in a 1v2 post plant. I mean, he was across the map. That was probably the best play he could have done, and almost had it. That was so close.
5-3 now in favor of Acer as we get into round 9. You see Jet looking to see if he can take control of this weapons area with the drone. Nobody playing aggressive on weapons, and you only see one player currently with Brax playing in Workshop. Other than that, I mean, that's the only player, and there's flashes and incense pushing out as a player looks to see if he can push up and take out Brax, but he is able to push back in time, and Mozzie Rodzi with little to no HP in his hand. Can he make it work sitting behind that bomb?
Oh, Slingboy is holding so close to the door. He is waiting for anybody to peek, throw util. He's going to capitalize off of whatever happens. Flicker's going to push up, but Slingboy is going to keep his discipline and not over push. Hotline has got the wall ready, and this is inevitably going to be a tidal wave crash.
Mozzie in a good spot, though, if Sling doesn't realize he's there. Mozzie low on health, but could get maybe a pick. No, Sling takes out both of them. Storming into the objective, takes out a third LFT with one of his own. EMP going down, and it's all up to Rexy, and Hotline finishes it off with 3 Acer players still alive, and now Acer is on match point.
Let's rewatch that Slingboy play right there. That was beautiful. Just a gnarly little charge in for 3K. Just next. Oh, beautifully done. Absolutely well executed.
Yeah, I mean, Acer up 6-3 now, and you still got to give credit to Full Send. I mean, I would say the majority of this community maybe would not even allow them to have a map against this Acer squad, and currently they are putting in work. I mean, it is 6-3. They got to start with one round. They got to be able to win this one round, and it does look like that they are going with Knuts, all 5 of them. So this will be an interesting strat, as they does look to see if they will be full sending right into sight with those flashes and util in hand. I mean, or excuse me, they're on defense. Sorry about that. They're going to be playing close on defense, seeing if they can get those picks, as they're just allowing Acer to push in, because this top floor is not really a shotgun site.
It's definitely very, very risky to play to Nuts right here. There are some more open angles now thanks to the rework. It's not as tight as it used to be with old Ship. So this is a big gamble. This is a very big gamble, but it still could potentially pay off for them if they execute right and hold each other off and keep their entrances taken.
It's very risky, like we've been saying. I mean, it's the super long angles, but I mean, Acer doesn't know that they're all 5 Canuts. So we're gonna see if Acer keeps up with the aggression and just runs in. This could very well work in Full Send's favor. So I'm actually really curious to see how this is so funny, just watching all 5 of them walk around with Canuts. Oh man, Jet though, early pick takes out 1 hotline, and this is it. They're storming the objective, takes out 2, and wow, and that is an Acer win on a flawless.
Yeah, I mean, using all 5 Canuts, there's not really much else you can expect from that. But a couple players almost died. I mean, Jet almost died. Slingboy got 19 health, but good job by Acer to be able to secure that first map after what seemed to be a little bit of a struggle first half before they went up 4-2. And still giving props to Full Send for giving it their all. Let's see if they can push in and give it their all map too.
Oh, definitely. Like at the end, I think they just knew that this was not going to go out well. Acer had such good economy. They just went for a Hail Mary. And unfortunately, all that util just dumping in, they were not able to capitalize off of those Canuts.
That's all it was. Util. You mean you saw like all the players flashed. Acer just walked in. That top site is just so hard to defend when you have an attack team that knows where to throw flashbangs. You could just took out the whole team. I mean, they walked in, got a flawless. I mean, really good job by Acer though. But I mean, I really have hope for this next map. I really think Full Send could put something together here. I think just even though the score was 7-3 or whatever, I mean, it was honestly, it felt closer than that. It really did.
Let's see if this second map is a little bit, like you were saying, Juice, it did feel a little bit closer. So let's see if the second map is closer. And honestly, I am predicting Skyscraper, especially considering that it is now Full Send's choice to pick map or side, and I would assume they would pick map, but I don't know, maybe picking map on Skyscraper, allowing Acer to start on defense would not be a good thing, but I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, but we are still waiting for them to even begin the vote. It looks like they're still going to be discussing some stuff. Oh, there we go. We have the first vote now. So we'll hopefully be getting into this map soon. But like, Full Send is not backing down. They're looking good. This is one of the better matches that we've seen from a Challenger Cup winner going against the first seed. Like, it usually is a washout. It usually doesn't go too well, but they're putting up a great fight. They're looking fantastic.
I'm really curious to see what this next map is like, and it seems like Full Send is going to be staying on the defense, Acer on the attack. So I don't know. I mean, prediction, maybe I would just go for like a factory. If I had to guess, it'd probably be just factory, maybe Hideout.
Yeah, I was thinking possibly Hideout. The map is now voted in, and I'm unable to see actually what it is. So we're still waiting on what the map could be, as it looks like a couple of these players are actually switching sides. So Acer is now starting on the defense as Full Send switches to the attack. And we do see the map as Arctic. So I believe, I mean, with how Arctic is, it seems like Full Send did end up choosing the map. So maybe they have something up their sleeve.
They did, but they did pull off some great plays on Arctic yesterday as well. So, or not yesterday, sorry, last weekend as well. So here's hoping that we get to see some fantastic performances from them. Though, this is also a map that Acer is really, really good at. So this is still a tall order. This is still going to be a tooth and nail fight for them.
So I have really high expectations, though. I think Full Send can, if they start out on a good attack, I think they'll have a good defense as well. I mean, it's always tough going against the #1 seed. I mean, it's never an easy task. So even making it close is still awesome. It's always nice seeing that you can at least compete with these people. So I don't know. I think this one will be closer than that last map.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a lot of credit to Full Send, because even though it was 7-3, it felt a lot closer than that, especially with how Full Send started. I mean, it looked like Full Send was going to, like, I would say at least tie or possibly win the first half, considering how they started out playing aggressive, getting those picks. I mean, when they won by a landslide. It wasn't a 2v1 situation going into a 1v1. It was 4-1, 5-0. Like, it was really, really dominant towards the Full Send side. So let's see if they could do that same thing and capture that same magic here in the second map.
Here is hoping. Here is hoping. But we are still waiting for the start of this next round. I'm going to go ahead and double check that they got the confirmation that they can go ahead and start. I'm going to go ahead and give them one more noti that we're good to go.
Oh man. I've never really been that big of an Arctic fan. I don't know. I feel like every time I play this map, I'm just getting outplayed. So I'm really curious to see how Acer's going to play this. I mean, I feel like every map, it's going to be a lot of util, so I'm expecting that. But Full Send's got to be able to counter that. And I mean, it really worked. Acer's utility was really working that ship game. So going to see how this is. And we are going into the game finally. Full Send on the attack, Acer on this defense, Scorch. I mean, how do you think this is going to pan out? I think if Full Send can hopefully tie this up going into the half, I don't know. I really think it could be a toss-up.
Yeah, if Full Send gets even 2 rounds on this defensive side, I feel like it could be a toss-up. But like you were saying, need to be able to tie it up against this Acer squad. Acer, yet again, losing a player to start the match, so maybe Full Send can take advantage of this as they push in quick. It does look like everyone's going to be sitting by the door, so they could be pushing in quick, but I still see this going in the favor of Acer, considering that they are starting on the defensive side. But I mean, Full Send has proved me wrong in the last map, and they started off really strong. If they can do it again, I mean, I can't see why this can't go into a third match.
Well, we do have a sub coming in. We have Master Killer coming in for Full Send, but we are getting underway on this first map. And the gunfights begin. Hold on a second, I'm having a problem with my secondary. There we go. Flicker getting a beautiful nade on. The wall is already open. Looks like Slingboy is trying to work that flank, but Master Killer might have him. No, he's not able to win it, and Jet gets a second kill as well.
Though, but I mean, look at the Full Send health. They have the health advantage. Slingboy and Jet both one shot, and there it is. Flicker actually gets a kill with a Jesper, so that's huge. Given that man advantage, Jet is still 1 health, so LFT the only player with a viable amount of health. Flicker though also on 4 HP of his own. I wonder if they're gonna try to go for this plant. LFT crouch walking through red. Jet behind that chassis. We're gonna see a flank from LFT though. If no one's watching Geo, LFT could really get some value out of this.
Flicker able to plant the EMP with ease, but LFT able to take out 1, 2, and Rodzi and Brax, and Jet able to take out the 3rd with Flicker. So even though they were up with the man advantage and they were both pretty low in health, Jet and LFT were able to secure that round for Acer, bringing up 1-0, and Full Send almost had it. They almost got me with the starting off strong, starting out hot, but Acer just shut them down immediately.
You called it. Nobody was watching Geo, and that just immediately imploded that planting situation for Full Send. Of course, LFT saying, I did most of the work. I deserve to get that EMP disarm, and taking that away from Jet. But looks like we are going to see a top floor coming out. This is always one of my more favorite floors. There's always some crazy gunfights that happen up here.
I'm expecting Acer to just play outside of the objective. I mean, holding kitchen is pretty basic on here. I imagine maybe we see them pop kitchen wall and just hold from outside of the objective. I doubt we see like maybe 1 or 2 of them sitting inside, the rest just playing super aggressive. But maybe I'm kind of curious what push we're going to see from Full Send. I mean, going against a team like Acer, you want to do some, you don't want to play basic. You gotta throw some things in, maybe just see some off meta split push. They got to do something different, because I think anything basic, Acer's going to already know, and they're going to shut it down. You gotta try to switch it up.
Getting into round 2 as Full Send is looking to play a little bit more of a passive approach, drone out, make sure that they have the info needed, as they did spot out LFT on that backside. So now he's going to be pushing back to make sure that he does not get picked, and almost takes out Brax. And now he's looking to push up, take out 1, and Brax looking to see if he can get the second Flicker, and he does, as now Full Send is already down to a 3-5 man disadvantage, with LFT once again getting the double kill to start the round.
Oh, Sling Boy getting a lean out of zone. This is just completely falling apart for Full Send as Hotline is able to take out Master Killer, putting it down to Rexialt being the last man alive on the opposite side of the entire site. And that is going to be it. Grumpy is going to take him out, give the round to Acer. That is 2-0.
Almost a flawless right there. Let's check out this replay from LFT. Just catching Brax off guard, breaking the door, and then running out again to take out Flicker. See, that is the aggression that you expect from Acer. I think Flicker, once LFT ran back inside, Flicker put his gun down. Did not expect LFT to swing back out. And he did. And LFT capitalized off that, got a 2-piece, and just the round just fell apart so fast from Full Send. It was just brutal.
Yeah, I mean, this is the aggression that Acer is playing with right now is the aggression that Full Send needs to play with if they want to capture any sort of magic that they had in the previous map. And it starts here. I mean, if you go down 3-0, it's not looking too hot for Full Send going into the second half. They need to come up. I feel like they need to come up with something this round. They need to be able to start off hot, get the roamer possibly, get 1, maybe 2 picks before losing a body. I mean, if you lose a body before getting a kill, it is just going to be detrimental for your attack.
No, 100%. But we do see Sling Boy holding up, expecting somebody to come through that upstairs. Traditionally a normal hold, but we do see a drone hitting the downstairs portion. Doesn't look like it ever saw Sling Boy up in the top. Looks like we don't have any quick breach right now. They're all going to focus on the downstairs section, and Sling Boy is about to have his opportunity to get some kills. And there we go. He gets one. He almost gets a second, but he's going to back off.
That was close. And wait, there he is. Gets the second. Very low on health. The C4 is tossed, and Killer gets the pick. LFT with an instant, and look at once again the Full Send push is falling apart all up to Flicker and Modsy here. And look at these Acer players just swarming. They're all gonna swing. Oh no! Oh, Flicker with the spring mine takes out 2. Wait, this is actually winnable now for Full Send. Modsy in a 1v2. This is definitely viable.
Ooh, but it's a Marui and a Cadillo. Oh.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be tough, especially considering that he has an RCP. So, I don't know. I mean, we've seen worse things happen, and we've seen crazier things happen, especially in that first map. Let's see if it happens again. But Modsy does have that cloak, so he can use that to his advantage. If he can isolate those ones, he might be able to get the pick. But it doesn't look like he's going to be able to, as Grumpy takes out Modsy Rodzy, and we are looking at a 3-0 in favor of Acer. And I mean, this is not really looking good for this Full Send squad. The only really positive right now is this double kill with the spring mine, 1-2 players, and LFT in hotline. Good job by Flicker to use that spring mine to bait those players out and get those kills.
Honestly, I think that is the first time I've seen a spring mine kill in VRML, at least on a game that I've casted. Like, it's just rare that you see them do that much, do enough damage to kill somebody, let alone double. Like, it still, they gotta salvage something. We're halfway through the first half. It is looking bad for Full Send. They gotta figure some way to get into this site, plant it, or take out all these Acer players. This stack, though, they have such a good set of buys. It's gonna be so difficult.
Full Send's been sticking with the basics though too. I think I feel like they really should switch it up. I mean, it seems like they have one flanker now, but as you can see, Acer's already set up for the default push. I mean, I don't know. I think Full Send becoming a little bit predictable here, and that's part of maybe why they're losing these rounds. LFT though on that roam upstairs. See how Acer defends this, and look at this hold from Hotline and Sling Boy. They actually popped the B wall, and I don't think Full Send knows. And yes, Sling Boy able to take out Flicker. Grumpy with one of his own, and already 10 seconds into the round, Acer with that 5-3 or 5-2 now advantage.
Jet able to take out Modsy Rodzy. Master Kill looking to see if he can do some damage back as he takes out 1 and 2, and Sling Boy and Hotline by LFT immediately with the refrag on the jump out. It is all up to Brax, who is sitting close with the cloak onto red. These 3 players have no idea where he is. However, Jet is looking to see if he can sniff him out, be that shark that Acer is trying to dominantly be, and pushes back out from Geode back into the B site objective where the EMP is. And I believe Brax might be going for a save here.
he doesn't have much options. He's got to take what he can. He's got a stim and a cloak. That's more than enough to take into the next round. But it looks like he's going to break the door. Almost loses his life. Oh, no, no, no. He's going for it. Oh, this is not the time for you to be trying to be a hero. Oh, he thinks he can get it. And no, Jet is able to suss him out in the smoke and takes the kill.
I don't know how Jet just killed him in the smoke. That was actually crazy. That little flick down he had. This replay. I mean, it was such a good job from Acer right there holding it down. LFT running out, getting that pick off on the window. Master getting two, but getting refragged. Acer up 4-0 right now. I mean, it's this. My prediction before the game has not really panned out the way I thought. Thought maybe Full Send would get around here and around there, but I mean it's been all Acer this whole game. And once again, LFT, I feel like he's been like the spotlight of this match. I mean, the aggression that he's playing with, just walking in, just taking everyone out. I mean, honestly, the whole team, they're all playing really well together.
Yeah, Acer is playing extremely aggressive on this Full Send squad. They realized why they lost the previous rounds in the first map and tried to make sure that that didn't happen again. And currently, they're doing a pretty good job at it, up 4-0 against Full Send. So it seems like Full Send might be going for a bait and switch. Not sure. And it does now. They are pushing back towards the half side. So this does seem to be a basic play. Let's see if it pans out. But Acer, again, playing extremely aggressive with Slingboy sitting close on green.
Ooh, Slingboy and Rexialt are so close to running into each other. Those multiple hatch drops. Master Killer does get a kill, but Slingboy knows that he needs to move or he's going to get pressed. Ooh, this is starting to become a little bit of a closure on the library. Slingboy looking for his control back of the green hall.
LFC died really early. Jumped out of the window, actually. Super aggressive. Jet, though, in kitchen, might catch one of these players off guard, and he doesn't. Master Killer able to get that pig, so Full Send with an opportunity here to maybe take a round, but Grumpy has something to say about it. Takes out one, takes out two, takes out three!
No way!
All three players lining up, and Grumpy pulling this round back.
Great job by Grumpy and Slingboy able to take out Brack. So now it is a 3v1, as it did look like it was supposed to be going Full Send's way, but Flicker gets taken out by Slingboy on that final insend. Taking a look at the replay here, you see this triple kill coming from Grumpy to kind of switch the round. One kill on Master Killer, second on Modzy, and the third on Rexy Alt. Good job by Grumpy to be able to swing that round in favor of Acer, and now it is 5-0. Looking to see if Acer can shut out Full Send for this first half.
Oh my god, that is unfortunate. This is why you never stack up in a funnel, ladies and gentlemen. Grumpy just got a beautiful 3K, barely having to move his gun, just holding down that trigger. Oh, that flipped so quickly. Full Send was working so hard for the man advantage. They were doing so well, and it all disappeared in a heartbeat.
Acer started that round super aggressive. LFT jumping out the window, and then Jet swinging through kitchen. And just like that, Full Send, they had that man advantage. They had that 5-3, and then, like you said, they funneled straight onto that kitchen door and gave Grumpy a 3K. I mean, credit to Grumpy, though. A lot of people, they get a kill and maybe they put their gun down. Grumpy kept his gun up that whole time and just, he just sprayed. Killed 3 of them and really flipped that round back into Acer's favor, as they are trying now to get a 6-0 lockout.
Going into round 6, Jet already with a kill, and Rexy Alt with another kill. Grumpy looking to see if he can stop the push, but Jet taking out Flicker. So now it is a 4-3 back on from the last kill on the pipes. Nade goes out, no damage done as LFT pushes back. Now he looks to be pushing up with Hotline, looking to see if he can take out one with Modzy Rodzy, but they are being patient. And now LFT with the blind fire. C4 almost takes out one with Hotline, but is unable to connect with anybody as they're able to push out.
Oh, this tension right here as LFT and Hotline push up and get kills. But Modzy Rodzy is able to finish out Hotline while he's in the middle of reloading. It is just down to Modzy Rodzy with the tiniest bit of health. That nade almost finding him. But that is going to be it. It is a 6-0 lockout for Acer.
Wow, I mean, this could not have been a better half for Acer. I mean, everything was going their way. I mean, they were played perfect too. I mean, I really honestly haven't really seen them make too many mistakes other than maybe one or two here jumping out of a window. But I mean, what a half from Acer and Full Send. If they want to win this, they're going to have to win 7 straight. So that is a very tall task to ask for, especially going against Acer. So I don't know. I mean, I expect Full Send to buy out all the util this round and just try to make it at least a game.
Yeah, this is. I don't think this is really going to be close. I have faith in Full Send. I think Full Send might be able to get a round or two, but it starts with this pistol round. They need to be able to play aggressive against Acer. They need to be able to push up and get those kills early on, and then swing back. And the decider of this entire match comes to aggression. You see the team that is the more aggressive team, no matter on the attack or defense, wins that round.
100%, 100%. And we see a 4-buy of Tauruses with 1 Jesper and Stims. Oh, this is a risky buyout. They are looking to close it out. Grumpy getting the first headshot kill. Jet hunting for the second for the team.
That is just... whoa, look at that. Yeah, Jet with another kill with the Taurus, and they're getting in there. I don't even know if they have foam or not. I think they're just going to try to walk into the objective. Oh, man. Full Send already losing 2 players early on. Wallbang's coming out. Getting a little bit of tags, but... Wow, and the Sling Boy with 1 flicker, though, with a refrag. And then look at the EMP being planted in A. Grumpy all by himself. It's all up the flicker, and he gets one-handed. Oh, man, that was brutal.
Just that was absolutely insane by Acer to be able to pull out the 4 Tauruses and pretty much dominantly win that round. That last kill by LFT with that one hand onto Flicker, and congratulations to Acer for winning 2-0 and moving on.
Cool, that was insulting. How just confidently they took that with just Tauruses, no foam, nothing, and planted on the opposite side. That was a demonstration in Acer's power right there. Oh my goodness.
It's just the first round too. I mean, they're just heating up. I wonder if we're gonna see any of that in a later match. But I mean, credit to Acer. I mean, they really came out swinging, and I think they just had to warm up that first map. It's what it seems like, and then they really locked in on this Arctic.
Yeah, good job by Acer to be able to secure the next 7 rounds and kind of finish the job on this Full Send squad. And I mean, still give credit to Full Send. They got 3 rounds against this very dominant Acer team, and those 3 rounds they won pretty dominantly. Again, it wasn't really close rounds that the Full Send squad did end up winning. So even though it was 14-3 in the very beginning, I mean, Full Send gave Acer a run for their money.
They really did. Like, it was a good start, but just Acer, when they get the ball rolling, they are hard to stop. They are hard to beat. I mean, they didn't lose a single round on Arctic, and they didn't lose a single round post half switch. Oh wait, no, I take it back. They did lose 1 round when they had switched, but just demonstrating why they are the first seed, why they have gone nearly undefeated. It's like watching classic Acer, like classic Season 2, Season 1 Acer all over again.
Just unfortunate. I was really rooting for a Full Send, not gonna lie. I was just hoping they would pull out that second map and we'd go to the third. But I mean, honestly, I don't have any words. Acer played like Acer that second map. They really locked in. So curious to see how these next games unfold.
Yeah, and with how Acer has been playing, I mean, there's still, they're playing very dominantly. So I'm curious to see if any team is able to keep up with this Acer squad while they are fully locked in, or if Acer is just going to run away with it all.
Yeah, we'll see. Like, it's possible that somebody could come up later in the brackets and possibly unseat Acer, but I don't know, man. They're looking just amazing. Like, this is some of the best I've seen Acer look ever. But we are waiting for our second match to start, so we will be flipping over to a quick intermission, and we will see you all back when we have that match ready.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome back to another set of matches. Of course, we have the second game today for the NA playoffs. For day one, we just saw Acer in full send. So again, we have Shimi and Juice on that cast. They're having a good time, enjoying themselves. And of course, we're coming into game two with Valor and Fire. I'll be subbing in. I don't know if you've noticed. But we'll be watching Valor and Fire pretty soon. But what do you, before we even go any further, I gotta give a quick shout out to Trips in a chat. $1.99 for don't spend it all in one place. $1.99 for spend it all in one place. Another $1.99 for it all in one place. And I think that is it for the shout outs there. Anyways, we have Valor, we have Fire in the chat. Sorry, in the game, not in the chat. I hope you were playing in game, not watching in the chat. But what do you guys expect to see today?
Well, first I want to call out, like, we just got a downgrade in casters. I mean, now we've got Martini here. We lost Scorch. Like, what are we doing?
Right.
It sucks.
Yeah?
It sucks, but we just gotta roll with the punches. We just gotta roll with the punches.
Wow, you know, y'all are lucky I am very graceful about this.
But no, I'm really looking forward to this one. I mean, Valor coming back after disbanding at the end of season 4. One of my favorite teams. I've always been good buddies with Crimson. It's always good to see the boys still playing. Meanwhile, they're going against Fire, another old friend of mine, Dusty, with a whole spattering of people from different teams. We've got people from F3. We've got people from... oh my goodness, there are team names I can't even remember that these people are from, but like seeing like Dragonman, who is now Kingman, Serbler, it is so trippy to see some of these rosters. Like it's gonna be a good match.
And I'm looking at their Fire's record. I can't believe they're 6-6. They are definitely a better team than that. That's actually, I'm kind of looking back at their losses. They lost to 0, so you know, representing. Lost 1 to Acer, IVI. So I mean, it's interesting. Valor 7-2 though, 78 win rate. I mean, this is gonna be a really good game. If I was a betting man, I would put this one on Fire. I really like the roster.
I definitely expect to see some good showing from them. And you're right, I didn't think they would be a 6-6 team. I thought they would have been a little bit better, but I guess they're here to prove us, and maybe the league matches wrong. I will say sometimes, you know, maybe the first half of your season sucks and the later half of your season is a little bit better. We've seen that, you know, in teams like F3. I hate to shout them out, but we've seen that before in teams like F3 where they kind of struggle a little earlier in the season and they've come back. And obviously I always make a joke with F3, once you go into playoffs they have like a +10 buff on everything for whatever reason, because they always do really well out of seemingly nowhere. So we'll see if Fire maybe can mimic that sort of skillfulness themselves. But of course, the bread and butter of breachers who can't start on any other map besides Hideout.
It really could be like that with F3 though, but they're going to go ahead and open up this hatch. You know, a pretty standard push. We're looking at an A side push with some presence on the balcony. Looks like a little bit of presence on the stairs as well. Drone going out, not finding anybody. It's a pretty even defensive side from Valor as well. That standard 3-2, or I guess more 2-2-1 with 1 in connector and 2 on each site. But nothing immediately garnered from intel-wise. That drone is going to go in and almost get shot.
A lot of util bought from each side. I mean, everyone bought util, and then Sir Blur utilizing some of that utility, getting a pick with a grenade all the way into bath. What a grenade toss.
What a deep toss. I love how you're talking about the utility and gets a pick immediately. Bad aim, a little too aggressive out there, but Jim coming in with their own refract ghost on a beautiful Taurus shot, leaving just now 2 on the Valor side, looking a little tough as Sir Blur going in for the plant. And I know they're trying to get the utility out there, but it's not going to work. Never mind, it does. It gets a beautiful C4 pick in the end there. So much damage on the Fire side.
Oh, this is salvageable. This is salvageable. Dreamer is going to push up, but 2KE is trying to support him. But that first individual is pushing. Servler gets a pick, and it is down. Dusty is able to take out Dreamer and immediately gets around into the pockets of Fire.
Wow, that really could have turned around. There was that C4 really almost flipped the script right there. A lot of damage put on the Fire, and I mean that really could have went into Valor's favor right there. I think that smoke really kind of messed them up. They couldn't really get the angle on the guy on the breach, and then it got into a bit of a cluster right there. But good first round from Fire, utilizing that utility, getting in there, and Ghost with that Taurus headshot. I mean, that was just chef's kiss. That was beautiful. Got that round win. Martini flexing his muscles.
Oh no, it's because Rexy was calling that word.
No, it was a good round.
Good round indeed. You're right. I was waiting for the C4. I saw the 1, the 2, the 3 players line up right behind that bomb. I was waiting to see if they could land it right in that area. And something I've noticed too, the meta started shifting a little bit with Hideout. People are getting a little smart about the utility placement. People have been going behind the bomb more and more often nowadays, and I'm wondering, are people going to start adjusting now? Maybe they should drop their utility a little bit shorter instead, because it is. I think I've been consistently seeing during the playoffs, people are planning behind the EMP now, or the bomb.
No, we're going to see a charge in Berserk, tanking bullets and taking out 2KE. A good early start to the round. That took some guts to go. But Ianson is going to hold them off. Serbler trying to do the same, but not quite able to get the angle that he needs.
Such an aggressive push from Berserk right there. Nobody ever expects you to just walk into the breach the second the wall is open. And it's really 50-50 right there. Luckily, no one was watching it. And Berserk able to get a pick and go back outside. So, I mean, the round basically started as a 5v4. Valor already losing a player. Crimson is flashbang. Throws a smoke grenade. He's inside of the smoke. The Serbler see him. And he... Oh! What is happening? Okay, he finally gets the pick. And then Berserk and Dusty there clean it up. And then, wow. Trixie dropping the hatch did not work, and Fire 2-0 in a pretty dominant fashion so far.
I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely watching to see how long Crimson would survive. It was giving me flashbacks, I think, to one of the earlier games we had seen. I think it was on the EU side of things, where some guy was hiding next to a smoke in a corner, and had gotten 2 picks off of that. And no one had seen it. I'm like, what is going on? And honestly, the smoke sometimes are just so good at denying vision, and you can hear them, and you can kind of see them when you're in the smoke. When you're kind of on the edges, it really throws people off.
I don't know if you noticed, but Dusty and Crimson were next to each other. Crimson jumped off of the table, and then Dusty pre-fired the table where Crimson's head was, barely missing. And Crimson's just sitting there, like, completely huddled in the corner, hoping to God he doesn't notice. And then eventually Dusty found him. It was entertaining to watch. That was very entertaining.
So funny. I mean, even when you watch like master teams, goofy stuff still happens. It's not just like bronze matches and silver games. It happens no matter what team is playing. But I mean, I'm honestly not surprised at this start so far. I think Fire is super aggressive, and look at this. Valor's gonna go for a full pistol save. So this, I mean, I don't know. You're already down 2-0. I don't know if I necessarily agree with the all pistol round. I mean, if you lose this going down 3-0, I mean, that's not really an ideal spot to be situated in.
Definitely an aggressive decision on the eco. Kingman goes in for the swing, gets the one, but not able to pick up Dreamer. But of course, two of them Ghosts getting their own 2K in the end there. They're going to be happy about that one, as now Valor down to just the 2. And as you mentioned, might have been a little too aggressive on the economy decision, but definitely impacting them.
Ooh, Dreamer is not able to stay alive for his team. Unfortunately, they're not going to get to carry that Oral into the next round. That just, the aggression that Fire is showing right now, it's working for them. They're putting down work.
That's just, I don't know. I understand a save round if maybe you're up, but considering Valor was already down 2-0, they try to pistol save, and at that point, you're pretty much giving a round away. I mean, now you're just in kind of a bad spot. I mean, I guess they can buy now, but you wanted to at least try to salvage that round, because you're just digging yourself into a hole. I mean, I don't know. You can't give up free rounds like that, especially in playoffs.
I get that, but they do have the rest of the map. They have maps 2 and 3. That's kind of something they didn't have, for example, in like CCs when we'd seen that. Because I feel like CCs, you see aggressive eco choices, aggressive plays, because every single round matters, because they only get the one map. So maybe they're kind of just playing with that in mind. But you're right, didn't work out for them in the end. A Fire, obviously on fire at this point, 3-0, 3 streak. We'll see if they keep going with this.
We are going to get into that round, though. Some interesting trips out in the lobby. I've never seen those before, but Serbler is probably going to break them and see those trips immediately. It looks like another fairly standard A entry play. They're getting a drone in, but it does get immediately taken out by Crimson.
Those were really interesting trip mines. I have never seen anyone do that, but look at this bedroom taking gems. Takes out one Ghost, though, with the quick refrag. So 4-4 now. A little bit of damage off on the Ghost, so needs to get probably a stim here soon. I wonder if, because they're taking bedroom, I wonder maybe if they're gonna probably try to pop open the B wall, but 2K with a pick, and Serbler once again with a refrag. And wait, is Serbler just in sight right now? He's walking through connector, takes out 2. What in the world?
What just happened?
I don't know what Fire did, but they decided they are going to be taken over for A site. And at this point, it's Dreamer, with a Marui and a Dream to take on this 1v3 EMP down. What do you do with this? Berserk holding a nasty angle, and of course Kingman on the side, not ready for that. Let me pull up the replay real quick, as this is Serbler coming in and just dominating the Valor players in the room. And I think it's the second time today where I've seen someone just deny 2 people next to each other, as they were not ready for the reswing.
Oh, that's absolutely tragic. This is not going Valor's way. Fire really showing that they came to play today. They want that championship. They want to have that #1 spot. Valor needs to really kick it into gear. 4-0 on the defensive half, about to swap into offense, is not an amazing place to be. It's salvageable, but it is not ideal by any means. Fire is looking fantastic.
At this point, I mean, you're hoping to get 1, maybe 2 rounds before the half. I mean, it's looking like all Fire right now, and I mean, they're playing perfect too. I mean, honestly, the aggression. I mean, you just saw Serbler just walk into the site. I mean, I don't know how he just did that. Walk in there, killed those people connector, and just pretty much solo army right there. Got in, and Valor they have to do something to counter this, because I mean, it is just, I don't know, the defense just isn't sticking.
I think I saw someone trying to talk smack. Shout out to Ninja Kai, by the way. Someone said, does Fire know what floor they're on? And then someone says, seems like they do, because considering they are 4-0 right now. So didn't quite work out in the end. They even redacted their message, I think, just to really avoid it. Anyways, already a great start for Fire, taking down the 1. Utility definitely is king right now, as they're taking down someone early. But you got to be careful. Crimson having to hold down the garage.
Ooh, the flash goes out. Oh, and unfortunately Ghost is able to take out Crimson before he can actually detonate the C4. That would have gotten him a good kill. But Fire is playing off each other incredibly well. 5v3 at the moment. 5v2 as Serbler is able to take out the flank. And it is down to nobody at this point as Dusty charges in and finishes it out.
Flawless round, going up 5-0. I mean, this is, looking at this replay, Ghost walking in. Actually, Ghost had a really good flank, and he kind of set that up. Was able to take out Crimson, and then Dusty right there just walking and getting that too. Finished the round. I mean, it's looking like a 6-0 lockout right now. I mean, Valor's able to buy a little bit of weapons. Not, I mean, a decent amount of util. Serbler, 9-0 too, by the way. That man has not died. He is playing a flawless speed run right now, so he's cooking. But Valor, you gotta try to salvage at least one. I mean, it sucks, but you got to give yourself a little bit of wiggle room. You go down 6-0, and you're putting yourself in a spot that, I mean, it's almost impossible to come out of.
Definitely going to be giving, I think, the MVP right now to Serbler. The amount of times I've seen Serbler on the back end giving, you know, some crazy flanking angle and getting, I was going to say some back shots, but getting shot from the back there, you know, it's just difficult for Serbler because I think it's hard right now. Valor's not able to know how to deal with these players, and you're right, it's feeling like a 6-0 lockout. It's feeling like you're going to somehow make this work no matter what, and I'm getting nervous for Valor. You can't, it's hard to come back from a 6-0. Even a 5-1 is recoverable, but you can't really come back from that 6-0. We'll see what they do. They have bad aim. Trixie playing that little deep roamer, that deep flanker. We'll see if that does come into value for them.
Oh, this is just not looking well right now. There's so much utility already used on Valor's side. They really don't have all that much left that they can actually hold the site with. Ooh, and there's breaks on both sides as A is getting invaded. Serbler getting the kill. Berserk looking for his chance to plant DMP.
The players are coming down on this flank, though. Serbler has to watch the stairs, and there it is. Trixie on that flank. Able to take out Berserk before he got EMP down. Serbler ran his way into Winery. I don't know if Trixie saw him or heard him, but okay, this is looking in favor of Valor. I mean, Trixie's in a really good spot right now to watch EMP, and both Fire players are hurt. Jims coming from Games Room, able to take him out, and now Dusty's in a bit of a peculiar situation. EMP's on the wall, so he has to push this area. I wonder. Oh, and he's on the window too. Oh, this is not looking good.
Dusty trying to come in there, and it looks so much in in Fire's favor. I thought they would have been able to get that plant off, but unfortunately, I think some of the early openings might have made it a little too difficult for them to go for that post plant situation. Now Dusty having to figure out how to fight against Trixie. I thought they would have gotten in for the plant. Trixie goes in for the swing, doesn't get knocked down, able to take down Dusty down for the count.
No, not at all, unfortunately. Trixie coming in from the side and managing to get that kill onto the planter and then put Serbler into a bad spot. That really helped them a lot. But we do see them finally getting a point on the board. Valor is in the game now. They are starting to square away. We'll see how they do on attack. It's still a long way to go. Fire is looking fantastic today. They're definitely here for blood. But Valor is a team that I always enjoy playing and I always think has the best potential. But it's such an uphill battle at the moment for them.
Need to see how their offense is. I want to see this first round offense. They gotta put something together here because I mean, their defense was not the best. Fire just exploited them. They just ran right through the team. So I mean, you never know. I mean, Valor might have just had a bad defensive half. I mean, it's completely possible that they turn this around coming on this attack side.
Could definitely be a side diff, right? Wouldn't be the first time we've seen that. Probably won't be the last time. I hope it's that. So we'll see some good action. Serbler playing aggressive out here. I'm not sure if they shot though. I'm not sure if anyone would have been able to see them. Bad aim. Trixie takes out one. Serbler with their own, avoiding the instant. Really good reactions there, but looks like a 2-for-1 trade. Valor already down someone. There's a trip mine pick. It's not looking great right now.
Oh, that's unfortunate as Dreamer and Kingman both get picks. Kingman getting second one, but Jims gets a refrag. It is 2v1. Jims has to figure something out, and he doesn't. Kingman able to finish it out, giving that 6-1 lead. Backs against the wall for Valor.
Wow. I mean, it was just it was super aggressive hold, and you saw the trip mine kill. I mean, it is just not going Valor's way right now. I think Fire is just performing at such a high level right now. I mean, they got their feet on the throats of Valor right now. Trying to put this one away 7-1. And is Ghost going to use a Hurricane? I would love to see a Hurricane right now.
I want to see Nurkin. I think that one of the few bot kills we've seen today was from that same shot.
Simona.
So I wouldn't be shocked if we saw some other interesting plays. It looks like they do want to mix things up. And dare I say, I think Fire is putting belt to butt here. I thought it would have been a little bit closer. The last one, that's top seed versus last seed, so it's a little different. We kind of expect different things from that. But Fire and Valor should be a little bit closer of a matchup. I know it won't be quite the same as day 2. Those matchups are even closer. But I think Fire and Valor, isn't this a 2-7 matchup? Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, I believe so.
I think it's 5. It's like 5 and 4.
Oh, it's
right.
2-7 tomorrow then?
I believe so. But we do see the entry into Garage. Oh my goodness! Immediately counter pushed, and this is all falling apart for Valor.
It took what, 10 seconds, Shimmy? I mean, like, look at Berserk taking out another one. Berserk is out for blood. Oh my goodness! How did he just kill that last player? What? Did Valor even enter the building? Did they even enter the building? I mean,
No.
that was bad.
No, they never got in.
Oh my goodness, we get the replay. I couldn't even catch them fast enough. I was trying to chase down the Valor players, and they definitely getting knocked down. Fire up for the count on Fire. At this moment, if I were on the Valor side, I'm wondering, should we just take a break? Let's take a quick 10-minute break. We got to take a breather here because it's not looking great.
No, this is rough. I would have expected Valor to be able to, I thought it was going to be a close match, but I thought Valor would have been able to take the map. And instead, they got completely raked over the coals. Just Fire, is on fire. I would never have expected, this is a roster of a lot of great shooters, but people that do, at least from what I've seen, like to play on their own and like to kind of just do their own thing. I never would have thought that this was just a chaos roster that would just rain hellfire.
Really, coming into this game, I'm so shocked that it's 7-1. I really thought Valor would have put up a better fight than that, but I mean, you credit to Fire. I mean, I saw the roster. That dude Berserk is so good. I mean, I play that guy all the time in control points and rank. That dude is so nasty. I mean, their whole roster is really good. They got a really good squad together, so shout out to them.
Looks like they are going to be getting started. Of course, the bread and butter, as I say. We got the butter. Now we can get the bread, as we are going to be coming right in the factory, of course. And I'm curious to see how Valor intends to approach this differently. They are going to be on defense this time around, so they have at least the advantage starting out on the first half. And I'm hoping we'll see some interesting gameplay, because I want to have a little bit closer of a matchup than the map one. Did want to give a quick shout out to our super chat, Grum Poop, 499 Martini, even more jacked than last time. Thank you. I have been working out more than normal, so appreciate that. As you guys glaze me too much sometimes on that, but my ego feels better. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, Fire going to, looks like it could do a top down approach, as everyone's gonna be playing from the roof.
Ooh, a good old classic down to the A side, or sorry, to the A side. Wow, my camera is all sorts of weird angles right now. But a fairly standard take. It looks like we're going to have Berserk looking for anybody popping out of the bathroom. Jim sitting right there. The rest working for the hatch on War Room potentially. I would love to see a War Room play. That'd be something I haven't seen in a sec.
Good to see that. I mean, we have Ghost and Cerbler coming from generator, clearing upstairs. No Valor player upstairs, so interesting enough. They have all the players on the site floor, so usually maybe one or two, but I mean, I don't know. They gotta try to switch something up, so maybe this is it. Sitting in the objective. Hatch is now popped. 30 seconds into the round. Valor trying to hold this down. Fire, though. Fire is really clearing upstairs. I mean, they went all the way around, to vending, so they really were trying to sniff out one of these players.
Dreamer taking an initial shot. Cerbler somehow being able to dodge every single one, but looks like they're at least denying the plant for the time of being. And you're right, Fire being so cautious, and yet, funny enough, this is the one time someone doesn't utilize the roam run at their floor.
not right now, but we see the setup and the wall has been breached. The beginning of the push. Ghost looking for his chance to make some effect. He's gonna walk right into Jim's. Is Jim's gonna win it? No, but it looks like Batting Trixie's gonna come in and clean up the mess. But on the site, it has been a total collapse, and Fire has fallen apart. Berserk making work, but unfortunately not able to win against Trixie, and that is a round in Valor's favor.
It's exactly how you want to start the game. This is already a better start for Valor. I mean, they've already tied their rounds from last game, so definitely good momentum boost right there. So hopefully they can keep this rolling, because I mean, I want to see a close game, even maybe a map 3. I mean, maybe Hideout just wasn't the move, and they're gonna turn around on Factory. That's what the hope is.
That indeed. I mean, they're already up 1. Again, they are on a defense though, so we gotta consider that sort of thing. But Valor already in their first lead, by the way. They haven't had a lead on map 1. They were losing pretty definitively against Fire, so it's good to see that they are able to fight this one back. And it could just be a Hideout difference. You know, sometimes I don't really like calling Factory and Hideout map differences, because people should have similar amounts of experience on them, but I've seen it before. Some people just struggle on Factory, on Hideout. I honestly don't love Factory myself when I play it, but I'm not a competitive player like that anymore, so I'm not a good guy to use as a reference.
It's the beginning of a couple windows opening up. Crimson did open something up, trying to hope for an early pick, but nobody was there. It looks like we've got a couple people entering from the bottom floor as well, trying to clear out for any lurkers, but again, we see a full stack up on the same floor. Looks like they're going to stick to a little bit more basics. It did work for them last time on the last round. Maybe this is just what Valor needs in order to be able to take this.
Yeah, like you said, basic. I mean, but it's working. Crimson, though, with the pick. Jims and 2K holding lockers down. Jims goes for the swing. He gets a pick, but he's actually refragged, though, by Ghost. 3v3 now. Dreamer on 1 health, though. 1 shot to anything. And look at this. We might see a flip here as these players are crouch walking over to B. Surgler taking one of his own.
Ghost going in for the swing, going in for Crimson, takes him down for the count. Now it's just Dreamer in a 1v3, and I don't know if they're going to be able to recover this one. If I were them, I might just consider sitting back and hoping for the best, because, I mean, 7 health in hand, they got the open, they have the syringe, so maybe they can go in for one last pick. But Fire, I mean, I love seeing these sort of like swap ups, because I normally don't see B attack. Dreamer, take it down! Ghost!
Ooh, and he is just going to sit there after getting that nice pick and just hold his life. But looks like Serbler wants to do a little bit of hunting. Not quite able to find him. Not, I think, realizing that Dreamer was in the cubby. No further action is about to happen. Never mind. Looks like Dreamer is going to try and push up while time is a little bit low and get one more kill. He gets Kingman down. That is one less life that gets to carry around into the next round.
I mean, it might not seem like a lot. I mean, Fire did win the round, but they did throw a couple lives right there. So, I mean, that is a little bit of money that, I mean, that they might just be missing out on because they already had the weapons. But, I mean, maybe they're just already going to buy other SMGs or Cadillos. But good round there from Fire to bounce back. And it was a good side flip. I mean, they switched it up, got to the other objective, planted, and Valor had no clue. I mean, they just caught him off guard, tied it up. I mean, I think this one's already fixing to be closer. I mean, it's looking good so far.
Yeah, but the fact that Fire's getting a pretty good job on the attack, again, it's only 2 rounds in, to me always bodes better for them, because how are they going to play on defense, right? If they're good enough at the map that they can do well on the offensive side, I expect them to have the same performance on a defensive side. So we'll see in just a couple rounds if Fire does that. Another shout out in the chat for the super chat. Thanks again, Grumpoop 199. It's me every time. Honestly, I guess it is you every time. App Up Martini. Appreciate that. Again, as Fire getting ready for their upcoming round, how do they want to approach this one and maybe get a couple more rounds under their pockets? Otherwise, Valor, I'm hoping to see get a couple more rounds on their side.
As am I. I don't want to see Valor get knocked out immediately. Jim's getting a good pick, but Serbler getting the refrag and entering right on in. Ooh, but Crimson is able to refrag him and take back the man control.
The aggression, I mean, they just, wow, Crimson able to shut it down with that Vezin, especially getting them headshots. So Fire already in that disadvantage man-wise, and Valor, the aggression is showing, but Kingman able to take out 2K right there and dies to the incendiary, just barely couldn't get away from it, and there's so much happening. Crimson, I don't even know what just happened. He got a kill with a grenade right there. What a play.
Look at this. We saw a beautiful incense from Crimson. We saw, I think they turned around 180, killed someone, turned around again. Wait, no, they didn't even turn around. They threw the frag, flipped 180, got the pick. And talk about a does-it-all kind of player.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 7-1 right now. Crimson is doing great. This is what I remember. This is the Crimson that I know. This is what I wanted to see when I saw Valor on this matchup. Like, Fire's doing great, but they're starting to get some control back. Valor's starting to get into their loop. Whatever they're doing right now is working. Keeping everybody on the same side, keeping everybody in angles so they can back each other up. They're not spread out. As I say that, it looks like Trixie's gonna go down for a lurk, but maybe they're finally getting in sync enough that they can work through this.
Yeah, they're getting into a groove, and I mean, this is definitely better than that last map. I don't know, it might have just been a fluke or something, because like you said, the people on Valor, those are good players. Jims, Crimson, you know these players are capable of winning these type of games, so I'm expecting this one to be closer, and it really has already been, but Fire has to do something here on this attack, try to get a couple more rounds before the side flip.
Looks like we are going to be getting Ghost slowly coming in. Never mind, they already put a beautiful trip mine. Oh my goodness, just sorry, that was hilarious to me to see the body just fly off to the side after getting, honestly, a pretty solid flick there as Dusty. Now the rest of the team trying to figure out how they want to come in and attack these sites.
Oh, that was so entertaining. I love a good trip mine kill. But Crimson fishing for some damage onto Dusty, not quite finding it. It's going to be Cadillo versus Vezin as Dusty pushes all the way in. He is now in the room. But Crimson denies him, takes him immediately down, instant following up. And Crimson gets a second onto Berserk. Oh my god, he's doing it. Trixie coming up from the flank, and he's able to take Kingman completely by surprise. This is completely falling apart. Trixie finishes it out and gives the round to Valor.
Wow, the flanker. I mean, once again, Trixie coming up that flank gets two right there, and I mean Crimson as well. I mean, those were just beautiful shots, and they really just pulled that one out. And I mean, okay, well, it's already shaping up that we might see a map there. Look at Crimson, 10-2 right now. I mean, he is killing it right now. I mean, I don't know what's happening right now. I mean, it's the script has completely flipped. I mean, it's been all Valor this game. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to expect anymore.
You know what it is, guys, gentlemen. I think Crimson just locked in. I think that's all it was. Crimson just had to lock in. Otherwise, Valor was gonna lose again. You know, that's exactly what we're seeing. 10-2. I mean, it's pretty strong showing right now for Valor's side. So definitely good work coming out from them. But hey, again, they're on defense. We got to see the same magic on the attacking. We got to see them manage it on the attack. And as we've seen before, Fire does a pretty good job at managing this Valor attack. But we'll see in just a bit.
I mean, Crimson really did just put on his backpack and said, hey, everybody get in. Oh, that nade almost finding Ghost, but not quite. Able to escape as well just to keep the life. But it looks like they are going to get control over the orange hallway hatch. Beginning of a push, but not quite any ground gained yet. Still looking at a 5-5, still a lurk downstairs.
Once again, no one all the way upstairs though, so Fire able to get control of that hatch, but we got to keep an eye on Trixie because I mean his flanks have really been paying off, so I would expect him to come from downstairs probably later into the round, maybe after wall is popped, but that's definitely something to keep an eye on. But Fire trying to get this push going. We actually have a player outside of the lobby right now holding this window by Crimson. I don't know if Crimson's gonna over aggro and peek this. Probably not the smart move, and it seems like he's gonna play it smart and back up. But ooh, Sir Blur's actually gonna crouch walk in the lobby, and he's gonna run into Crimson, and he gets the pick.
Gets a pig. Oh, and Bad Aim Trixie gets picked up themselves. Both of the deep roamers not quite working out. Sir Blur getting picked up from that 2KE, leaving just a 3 on the Valor side, but still 4-3. Buyers does still have the slight advantage if they can make this one. No, Dreamer able to talk down and shoot down a Ghost.
Oh, the skill diff that Dreamer just pulled was brilliant. Kingman is working his way in. He's gotten inside the building, taken out 2K. Berserk backs up and kills Dreamer. And it is just down to Jims, but he is not able to get it. 3v1, just not enough for him to be able to do. And that is another round in Fire's pocket. We're at 3-2. Last round of half.
Wow, I mean, they see that was a good bounce back round. I mean, you lost a few right there, able to come back and win that, and they did a really good job taking that site. I mean, I don't know, that really could have went into Valor's favor though, but good job from Fire right there. And I don't know if you saw those trip mines on top of that table and kitchen. I don't know how that didn't kill King, man. He went right onto him, blew up in his face. Did not kill him somehow though. But Fire with an opportunity to tie it up into the half.
They are looking good. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to discount Fire yet. They have been on fire for at least one map. They've been doing a good job doing that. We'll see if Valor, though, can get at least one more. I think they need a 4-2. They need a 4-2 going into the second half. They don't want to leave it up to a even split kind of chance. It's not looking good, especially with Fire, how they performed on map 1. And again, them going to the second half, I'm a little nervous to see how they do on the defense themselves.
No, absolutely so. I mean, this is still a good situation for Fire. Like, having 2 rounds to go in, I mean, the old methodology was if you can get 1 round on attack on Factory, you were good to go. But that was, of course, seasons ago, before everybody at the map fully figured out, oh my god, that nade is right on Crimson's face. Oh, he barely survives.
Survived indeed. Sorry, I was waiting for someone else. Anyway, survived indeed as we see Fires again running into a little bit of opposition before they enter the map. Serblur taking a fair amount of chip damage. Waiting to see. It looks like I'm feeling an A attack.
Ooh, an A would be good. Yeah, that is going to be what we're going to see. The wall is foamed and ready. Dusty is watching for anybody that could be coming from assembly. Nade goes out, doesn't quite find anything. It just finds a little bit of damage onto Dusty. Crimson looking for those wall bangs inside of electrical, not quite able to find anything. Ghost is ready on the wall. He could see Jims in any second.
Ooh, my apologies, guys. We're back, but Serblur one. Kingman with 1. Whoa, what is happening? What? Serblur with another. It's all up to Dreamer now, though. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull this one out. He's in connector, and Dusty goes, oh, whoa, it's a 1v1. How in the world? And it's all up to Berserk, but Dreamer just saw him now. He knows he's in connector. EMP, though, outside of janitors. And Berserk does have that health advantage. I wonder if he's just going to stay grounded and try to get that EMP down. It seems like it may be a bait, but look at Dreamer, though, coming onto this flank. And, oh, never mind. It did not work. Berserk able to take him out, swinging storage.
That's exactly what you want to see, I think, on the Fire side. I was getting a little nervous for them in the end, but Berserk obviously locking in, takes the shots, and knocks him down for the count. I mean, Shimi, what do you expect to see? This is not what, you know, Valor wanted to see. They wanted to get that 4-2, but they're coming in 3-3.
This is good shape for Fire. Now they get to coast on the defense. I mean, the offense from Valor was not extremely polished last round. This is something they can really capitalize off of. Like, Fire's looking fantastic. Valor's still looking a little bit out of sync, and that's going to become even more apparent as they get into this offense side. Sure, Crimson was able to finish out a good few rounds for his team just by being a mule, but that's not going to be the case on offense. You can't afford to have just one player be your crutch. Like, it's gonna be rough.
It's gotta, yeah, like you said, it's gotta be a team effort. It can't be like a LeBron on the Cavaliers. You gotta have a full roster that can contribute. So hopefully Valor can get back into the groove and someone can help out Crimson, because he is almost a one-man army right now, but Fire doing a really good job tying it up going into this half. Let's see how this push, though, ensues, and Valor taking space really quick, getting foam already on the hatch. There is a roamer upstairs, though, Dusty, I believe, so that is definitely someone to keep an eye on.
One of those things where I think it's important for teams to be able to clutch, but to clutch only every time is a little complicated, and I don't think you want to rely on someone like Crimson to be able to knock everyone out. But look at this, Serblur, they have Ghost. They kind of have this double pincer in terms of roamers. Serblur, though, taking down one for the count so early on. Kingman also being picked up there. Not looking good right now for Fire.
Ooh, Instant goes out. Berserk is trying his hardest to keep that entry from going anywhere, and now it is just Berserk and Dusty. But Jims is on the back, and he's going to take up Berserk. That's it. It is 5v1. Everything is falling apart. Dusty retreating back, trying to figure out what he's going to do, reassessing the situation. And this entire stack of Valor has just lived through it all. They are set up for success. There is almost no way they could lose this.
Jesper in a dream. I mean, what can Dusty even do here? I mean, he might actually be able to catch Jims. Jims is low on health, and he does. He gets Jims, so that's a spectral if he wants it. Trying to go for the pick, and doesn't get it off on the Crimson. Good. That was such a good push from Valor. I mean, they really just stormed in, got EMP down, almost had the flawless right there. Able to go back in the lead 4-3.
I was gonna say they had so many pickups so fast. I was feeling kind of bad, I think, for the Fire players. Every single roamer or person they had sent out was just gunned down immediately. I saw Surblur go down for time. Ghost tried to go in, but they looked at the wrong area. Unfortunately, one of the runouts now working out for Fire. So honestly, if we see Valor play at this level, I wouldn't be shocked if we saw a map 3 tiebreaker, and I'd be a little excited to see it. Maybe we can get another skyscraper there, you know, for one of them, or a dam. I want to see one of those two. We just haven't seen you know, those as often as we used to.
As I said in the EU playoffs, I love skyscraper and I miss it. I miss seeing it around more often. It's just not around anymore. So if we go into map 3 and see one of those unique maps, it'll make me happy. It's still, though, this is anybody's game. Sure, there's a slight lead for Valor, but that could disappear any minute.
Absolutely, absolutely. You cannot mess around, because you know what Fire is capable of, considering what happened to you last map. But Trixie, early pick, really aggressive hold from Berserk, and it just did not work out.
Not indeed. Looks like several of these Valor players are already in, trying to deal with the extended players. Kingman getting picked up. Now just Ghost now, already 2 down, as Ghost trying to pick up the pieces of their dead teammate.
Oh, absolutely unfortunate. Oh, barely misses Dreamer. Dreamer's so low on health. Anything hitting him would have gotten the kill. Dusty pushes up and gets a 2K, but Crimson gets the refrag. It is down to 2 people. Oh my goodness. Ghost gets a pick, and it is now 2v2. 2v1. It is completely reversed. 1v1 Surblur versus Crimson.
Oh!
But Surblur is able to win it, and that is an even 4-4. We are back to tie game.
Wow, and I think what really messed up Valor right there is that they had no stims. You saw, like, halfway through the round, they had, I think, 2 or 3 players less than like 20 health, and they had no stims to get back up, and Ghost made quick work of that, walked in and just started murdering everyone, tying it up 4 apiece. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm back in favor of Fire right now. These past couple rounds, they've really started to turn it around.
They have, and again, that was a moment where it came down really to a clutch. I think they didn't look out for that one last Fire player that was attacking them on the back, and they're able to come through without them expecting that. You know, Crimson trying their best to really clean that one up, but not quite happening in the end. And honestly, Crimson almost got it in the end. They threw the flash just a tad bit either too early, or they tried to commit too early before the flash went off. So it would have looked a little different given a 1 second difference, but I guess that's kind of how it goes in breachers half the time.
Yeah, it absolutely does. Just those little split-second, like, micro things come into play, and they completely reshape an entire round. Berserk sitting way at the top of the stairs. Is this actually gonna work for him? Oh my god, is this actually gonna work for him? Oh, he is spotted by the drone and taken out immediately by Crimson.
Oh, that's really aggressive right there. I mean, that's one of those plays that if it works, he probably could have got 3 right there, but just because that drone saw him, Valor was able to get some good shots right there, and the rest of the Fire team is outside of Janitor in storage right now, just kind of running around. Dusty in a really peculiar spot right now. I don't think, yeah, he never got droned out, so he's actually in a pretty good position if no one checks that corner.
And I gotta say, this Fire defense is aggressive. The fact that it's someone so deep on the top there, they have, you know, Dusty extended now. They have Kingman, even Ghost kind of extended themselves. We're going to be seeing some interesting plays potentially. Dusty, though, I'm just waiting for this pick. I'm waiting to see. I think Dusty's going to at least get one.
I hope so. He he's been all around that building so far and finally settled on coming back to this singular little cubby, but it's not going to work. It's not going to help out as the rotate goes all the way to assembly. This is a strange rotation. They've got a minute 19 left. They have to work fast. They don't have the time to be dilly-dallying and wasting time trying to be thorough on a clear.
5-man rotate. I mean, it was every single person. They didn't have anyone stay on the B objective. They all went assembly. There is a door blocker though, so Crimson's gonna have to make a little bit of noise here before he walks in. And I don't think the Fire team realizes it. Look at how far back they're playing. They're still outside of A and just not in good spots. I mean, Valor, they got to get these walls open. I mean, they could really just take sight.
I'm waiting to see. I thought Valor would have committed by now. There we are, the breach finally coming through. And oh my goodness, is that another breach right outside of A side? This is a no, Surpler self-killed with the C4. I don't think I've seen that before. That is gonna be a first and definitely a big fumble.
Oh, you know that's gonna be a meme later. Oh, that is unfortunate, but the full collapse of Valor comes in, gets them back the lead. That is a disaster round for Fire.
And I didn't even see it. Did he just drop it on his own feet, or did he get TK damage? I didn't even see it.
He barely clipped the wall, and it stuck to the wall.
That's
Please
rough.
tell me you have that, Shimi, because I was not able to catch that, and I would love that to get.
I did not record it.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. I would have loved to have that in recording. Unfortunately, I was too busy looking at the rest of the team.
Oh, why? I should have.
Oh man, I mean that really just messed them up. Had he been able to get a good C4 toss right there, you never know, that could have really went into Fire's favor. But Valor definitely just, I mean, this has just been such a upgrade over that last game. And I mean, they have all the money in the world. The economy's looking great. Not the same though for Fire. So I mean, it's looking up for Valor right now. This is definitely a game that they could win. And I mean, huge shout out to Crimson, 17-5. I mean, he is just putting on a show right now.
Yeah, we're looking at potential 20 bomb material right now from the Crimson. And again, look at Fire, still aggressive on the defense. 2 roamers now on the top, 1 deeper in the back there with Dusty. And I'm wondering, you know, it's giving mixed results. Do you still keep committing to the aggressive defense?
It's been working half the time and not working half the time, but I think this is just what they know. This is just what they usually do. Again, these are people that like to play very, very aggressive. It's just in their nature. It's how they've always played. Some of these people have been around since season 0. The nade goes into connector, not finding a single person because nobody is there.
Really, really shaping up to be a good spot for Valor right now. Like you said, the nade didn't get any tags, but I mean, they took space upstairs, able to get that patch open. Still trying to work on getting the wall, but Surblur and Ghost upstairs making noise, throwing incense, keeping Dreamer. Oh, whoa, good shot from Ghost right there. Taking out 1. Jims though with a quick refrag. Crimson with 2. Whoa,
What
he's just
happened?
storming in sight, and it's all up to Dusty, and Ghost is upstairs by himself, and now they know the roamer upstairs. Oh no.
What just happened?
I don't know. I was looking, and then I think I saw Crimson get 1-2 picks on his own, and the rest of the Valor team were dealing with the roamers upstairs. So double checking, almost a 20 bomb, 19-5 right now for Crimson. So they'll definitely be happy about that, and obviously a guaranteed win at this point for Valor. I don't think the Fire player is going to commit with a Cadillo in hand, but a good start that didn't quite pan out the way Fire wanted.
Oh my god. I was watching the upstairs engagement, and then I pan my camera down, and Crimson just slowly walks into sight, killing everybody. It was amazing. Oh, wow. He really did put on his backpack and just said, get in.
19, I mean, that's incredible. 19 kills, especially in a match of this caliber going against these players. I mean, that's crazy. Pretty close to it. 20 bomb. That's awesome.
He has more than twice the kills of the next person in the lobby, which is on his team.
Hey, you know, Crimson knows they got to lock in for Valor. I get it. You got to show out. and show that, hey, my team is locked in, especially after the 7-1. Remember, the 7-1 map is going to be messing with their mental a little bit. They don't want that to sit on them, so they want to force this to a map 3 tiebreaker, as of course we're going to be seeing them fight it out on Skyscraper of all maps, and we'll get to see whether or not Valor or Fire is the better team. And remember, this is a best of 3. This is a single elimination tournament, so once you're out, you're out. So you want to make this work out as much as you possibly can.
Oh, they are able to, or they are finally in a position to be able to take this into a map 3. I'm ecstatic for this. I don't mean to have a bias, but I always have, like, again, Valor's a team I very highly respect, but it's still a tall order because it's still a fantastic buy over on Fire's side. They've been putting the pedal to the metal. It not quite working out so well this map, but last map they were able to just really punish Valor. And with the pressure of their backs against the wall for the map, they might be able to pull some magic out.
I thought Serbler was going to get that right there. He was in a good spot. I don't know if the drone saw him or if 2K saw his legs, but not the start you want for Fire, as Valor is on match point right now. So this is the round to send it into a third. If Valor can come out victorious on this one, the drone pings out Ghost, and Jim's able to capitalize on it, and Fire just slowly falling apart now.
This is what I'm talking about. The aggressive plays from Fire just have not been working out. I'm wondering if they need to know when the worst timing as Crimson comes in and knocks him down. The count leaving just Berserk and a Dusty. As really, it's up to Valor to clean up these sites. I would just be screaming, hey, we got a 5v2. Let's run to A side. Let's get this plant down, as Berserk going in for the rotate. Picks up Crimson. That's going to be a big pick.
Ooh, Berserk now has a full gun in his hands. He's got a Vezin now. It's something that he can work with. He gets another pick, but Crixie is able to push him, and Dusty goes down to Dreamer, giving the round and the map to Valor.
Wow. I mean, this was a turnaround. Like you said, I mean, you know Valor's capable of winning. I mean, that they just showed it right there. Took that one especially after losing 7-1. I mean, the mental was definitely low. They come back and win that 7-4 on Factory. I'm really excited to see what map 3 is. I really want to see Dam. I really want to see Dam. That would be a perfect way to end this.
I'm looking in the chat right now and I'm waiting. Ninja Kai says Crimson has to drop 30 to win a map. And honestly, it does feel like that, right? When you see a 20 bomb on a map and they didn't go to overtime, right? The fact that they did this in a single map, which, by the way, it's not like they're pub stomping. This is Fire, of all teams, a team that just 7-1 them. So to get a 20 bomb yourself is so impressive. So shout out to Crimson for getting that 20 bomb, and definitely a little badge to be happy about during the playoffs of all sort of matches. But it looks like they are going to be coming in to map 3 pretty soon as they decide where they want to go. Maybe take a break, or they might just send this forward. We'll have to see in just a bit. But let's look back on some of the replays in the previous matchup. What did y'all see? Any standout things? Any specific things that you wanted to see more of, or some things that we saw a lot of?
I wanted to see more of Serbler C4ing itself. But aside from that, seeing the just nasty kill streaks from Crimson made me pretty dang, like, that made me pretty dang happy. That was nice to see. I mean, still, Berserk and Dusty putting in some crazy work. Serbler as well. Like, those 4 have been on fire this entire lobby. But it looks like we might have the next map lined up.
It looks like, is that say Mall? I think we're going to go see Mall, which I am not mad at. But like we were saying, I mean, Crimson, that was an absolutely crazy game. You had 21, right? So that is just, or 20 or 21. I mean, that's
20.
Yeah, 20. That's really good, especially in a VRML match and in the playoffs. In the playoffs. So, I mean, that's a way to put your team on your back. And I don't know, just this is a toss-up once again. Maybe, I really don't know. My brain is just fried.
Yeah, this is one of those moments where if you got a 20 bomb in the playoffs, usually you get scouted by like an Acer, like an F3 or something like that, because that normally happens. But it's Crimson, right? That's not going to be happening for Valor. I would be shocked if we'd seen it. That would be a big news. You know, Crimson leaves Valor because, again, picked up item. The team says, you know what? I'm done with this. Let me go be on another team. But here we go into a Mall, a surprising pick. I know we had talked about so much. What did you expect to see? My guess is they probably have Skyscraper Man, and maybe had another band that didn't quite make its way through. But Maul is still going to be a fun watch. As I do enjoy watching them all.
I mean, I think Gibular Bob in his no longer with us phase, not in that way, in the he has left VRML way.
R.I.P. Yeah, R.I.P. Obviously
Rest in peace.
to Bob.
Rest in
Rest in
peace,
peace. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Bob. Rest in peace, Bob. I will not fondly remember you. But seeing Maul, okay. I would have rather seen Skyscraper or Dam, but I'll settle for this. A non-conventional map, something that actually I think Valor is going to have a really good time on, considering they love these odd, quirky maps.
Unconventional, and I would imagine that Valor chose this map considering Fire's on the defense. Fire probably just defaulted to taking defense, but can't wait to see how this comes out here. Let's see what this push is going to be. It seems like they're droning out Arcade, but Sir Blur is upstairs. I don't think the drone actually saw him, so he might catch these players off guard if they go to the hatch. And Sir Blur's just gonna miss Jims, but honestly, he could probably. Oh no, they're gonna come back, and he doesn't get the pick just yet. Just a little bit of damage, and Crimson starting off hot like he did last map with the first pick.
Here we are again, the aggressive defense coming out by Fire. Ghost is going to be the second roamer. Sir Blur already down, and this is, I think, the biggest crutch of Fire, it looks like, where they're so aggressive on the defense, but they can't get value. They've guaranteed themselves to lose. Jims, though, not ready for Ghost, the second roamer, to come out. But Kingman on the bottom able to take down Dreamer themselves. Now just 2KE trying to clean things up as Dusty gets picked up.
Ooh, that was an awkward interaction. Kingman also on 1 health. That being said, both 2K and Crimson are also low. This is coming down to 2 single health players having to duke it out. They know that they have the EMP though. Ooh, Berserk just sitting straight on it, making sure that nobody can take it. Kingman and Crimson just about to cross paths.
Oh man, and they're all low! And Berserk gets the 2, and oh yeah, them losing EMP right there really messed them up. Considering that since Berserk and King knew that, they were just hiding in rat corners. I mean, it worked out all up to Crimson right now. I wonder if it seems like he's just going to, I didn't know if he was going to maybe try to rotate outside. It seems like he's going to try to just crouch walk up here and try to get these picks. But look at this cross angle that we're seeing. This is going to be really hard considering a single bullet takes out Crimson here.
That indeed. I'm waiting to see if maybe they can get a good angle. They can isolate the 1v1 with Berserk. And then at that point, it's a pretty even trade. Oh, they're so close to seeing each other. It's really heartbreaking. But I think Crimson's deciding to just peel it off. 15 seconds on the clock. Never mind. They're going to commit. Crimson getting knocked down by none other than Berserk. Let me get this replay real quick about the earlier play we just saw from Berserk. The 1-2K. In the end, the opening from the breach gets the 1, goes for the swing, and a beautiful finish there. And that's what happens when you have such low health. But I think someone else had called it out earlier. The loss of that EMP, honestly, is what lost them this round.
Yeah, getting lost outside and being in a position where Berserk could just sit next to that doorway and peek out anytime he heard footsteps. Like, it just not a good place for it to go down. That was very well played by Fire, making sure they had something sectioned off, because they were losing people left and right. It was going really, really bad. And then just being able to secure that, knowing that the entire round hinged then on that spot, nicely played.
It was great, and it just so happened to be that one player with the EMP. Had anyone else had the EMP, that probably goes into Valor's favor. I mean, they had complete site control. They were just in there, but they had to rotate through the other objective and try to take that, especially with 2 of their players being one shot. I think 2 of them had less than like 10 health, and Fire played that perfectly, able to win that pistol round. So off to a good start, and it seems like they're going really aggressive with these buys. Dusty, Berserk, and oh, they actually lost a player, Bruno, all with Cadillos.
Ooh, okay, there we go. We see the reconnect.
Okay, I was going to say unfortunate for the Fire players, but they're probably happy about the reconnect at this point. A 5v5 is definitely the way you want to be playing your playoff matches. As again, look at this aggressive defense. 1, 2, 3 players outside of sight, and to mix results. Oh, Dusty picking up Dreamer, and a second one there.
Oh, Berserk getting a 3rd, and it's about to be a 4th. Oh, can Batting Trixie get it? He does, but Ghost gets the refrag. It is just up to Jims. He's gotten a kill, but it is 1v3. 2 Cadillos up. Oh, this is rough.
Oh,
Man, got that pick. Wow, that was such a beautiful hold. I love an aggressive defense like that. How they were playing in that kitchen area, just playing out Dusty with a beautiful 2K off the bat. This replay right here stands up, a little bit of a whack-a-mole right there. Get that headshot, and I don't think 2K expected him to swing off of that. Took him out too, and Fire off to. I mean, this is off to a great start so far. I mean, they are on the defensive side, so I mean, you never know. Could switch after halftime, but we're not there just yet.
I don't know, this is starting to feel like a Fire map right now because they have been, for lack of better words, they've been on fire. I've seen such strong, their aggressive defensive style is working a lot better on this map than it was on Factory. It just wasn't working out in their favor against Valor. Granted, I mean, you know, when you have someone like Crimson dropping a 20 bomb, it's a little hard to beat out that map.
Yes, definitely. Like, the Fire is just performing fantastic on this. They are just locking out this. Well, not locking out the map. I mean, Valor is getting deep, but they're just able to keep Valor from getting to the finish line anywhere.
It was, I mean, I don't know. Fire's been pretty dominant so far, but I would say Maul is defender-sided, though, so you never know. Valor might have something cooking up once they get to their defensive side, but you want to at least get maybe 2 rounds on the attack side. We have Ghost upstairs, though, on this flank. I think he shot a drone, maybe gave away his position, so 2K knows he's up here, though. I don't know if Ghost is just going to try to run away or if he's going to hold his ground on top of this hatch, and he actually has a really good angle on the doorway. If 2K peeks this, he might get his head taken off.
Cerbler on the opposite end. Again, the double roaming play is really making it hard for them to come through. Picking up one, but not the other. Cerbler, though, trying to see if they can pick up 2K. Oh, but wait, never mind, does! The blind fire was nasty, and that worked out so much in Fire's favor.
Oh, it pays to know what your penetrable spots and your non-pen spots are. Being able to get the EMP even and completely secure once again. They know that if they can hold that thing, it is just over. They know where bad aim Trixie is, and it's a down. Berserk looking to hunt for that final person.
This map is looking. I'm having flashbacks of map 1 where Fire's just demolishing, and I don't know, Valor just doesn't have an answer right now, but I'm pretty sure all the Fire players, left the hatch. I mean, it is a 4v1, so they might not be too worried about it, but I would rather them probably just try to secure this. Cerbler going up. Now he definitely knows the EMP's up there. Trying to look for Jims. I don't know if Jims is going to save right here. He does have an oral, so, I mean, I guess economy-wise helps out just a bit if he stays alive.
Also, it's a 1v4, right? Do you want to send someone in and get those picks? They have only 175 credits themselves, so it's a little tough. You don't expect to win. They have a couple more rounds. It's only round 3, too. It's not even like they have, the last round. But you're right. It feels like they're really rolling them on this one. They have almost an answer to every single response. Oh, and Jims, they got to be careful. This nasty... Oh, never mind. I thought Cerbler was going to hold that nasty lean. But Jims just really playing it deep there and just holding position, because what else can you do?
Yeah, there really isn't much that you can do in this situation. Look at their economy. The only person that's doing okay is Bad Aim Trixie. The rest, I mean, Crimson's at 0, Jim's at 175, 2K at 550, and Dreamer at 475. They're going to need all the money that they can going into this next round. Not having to buy a foam and not having to buy a gun, that's going to really, really help in this next one.
Yep, that's $2,200 of utility and guns. I mean, orals 2,000, foam 200. So I mean, you're saving that much money this next round. I mean, like you said, gives them a little bit less to worry about. That's one less gun they have to buy. So helps out the economy just a bit. Down 3-0. They got to do something here though. It seems like they're gonna full buy these rifles. Cadillo, Vezin, Marui again. Valor, if they want to start a comeback, they gotta get something here. Maybe get two before half would be awesome. If you could win these next 3 and tie it up, though, I feel like you'd be sitting in a really good spot. Go into your defensive half, but I mean, you got to get something going though. You can't have a lockout.
Yeah, I think a big issue is can they do this? Valor, they do have a better economy. It's looking a lot healthier this time around, so I think this is their best chance for a couple rounds before they're gonna be on match point at that point, right? Because lose this one 5, it's probably gonna be a little complicated for them. and 6, you know, maybe they'll be back in terms of economy with Valor. This is it. This is the moment they got to do it. Otherwise, we're not going to be seeing them come out of this.
No, we do see the begin approach to the building. Serbler on the opposite side from the rest of his team. It's a bit of a split. Jim's looking to go in, finds the first, finds the second. Great entry, great entry.
Oh, I don't know if you saw that, but he actually blew up a drone right onto Ghost, put him down to 1 health, and he got headshot. 2K though, swinging in, and gets one, but got refragged. Serbler with 2 of his own. I don't even know what's happening. Just like that, 30 seconds into the round, 8 people are dead, and it's a 2v2.
A lot has happened, and it's only been 30 seconds. Obviously, the call out here. They are running to site. They have control of the site, and this is the downside, I think, of an aggressive defense. They're not going to be able to fight back because they are not on the site. The plan now from Valor, all they got to do is hold this, and they've guaranteed themselves at least 1 round.
Oh, Serbler is looking for some wall bangs. He knows he's low on health. He's got to try and figure out something out right now. Get a little bit more damage while Dusty and Crimson or Dreamer are trying to engage each other. Nothing just yet though. Trixie knows where both are. He is just waiting there, hugged against that corner. But Serbler is able to out aim him. He's able to out aim both. He just won.
I cannot believe Serbler just won that.
That is
what
amazing.
A shot. Crouch walked in, just took out Trixie, crouch walking, and then stands up and takes out I completely thought that was going in the Valor's favor. What I was going to point out is that they didn't have any C4 or anything, so they couldn't pop the wall. They were going to have to funnel through that one door, and it didn't matter. I mean, we just saw Serbler walked in there and got both of them. That was crazy.
I think it was just unfortunate timing for the Valor player. I don't know if you saw, I was able to get it on the replay. Someone, I think it was unfortunately looking a little too high. They were expecting someone to come in at walking height. So they were not able to react to Fire's player coming in and getting the pick. But the thing is, they had the cross angle, so I was confused how they weren't able to at least get the 1 pick on Serbler, which I guess it wouldn't have mattered because there's still another player in Fire. But the fact that the one player got a 2K in the end with honestly a very disadvantaged position is insane.
Oh, just the way that I'm not gonna get over that. The way that Serbler was able to just Ferrari his way in was just beautiful. Like that man has always been a stellar player.
It's crazy. I mean, like you said, Martin. I'm surprised that he was able to crouch walk in there in the whoever was holding the other angle. I don't know if he was maybe just holding it like standing height and couldn't see Serbler crouched, and the refrag just wasn't there. Early pick from Trixie though, so. Maybe they can salvage this round.
Waiting to see what Kingman does. Again, aggressive on the side. If they can just mimic what they did last round, I think Valor has a chance at least getting the 2 points here because they know they're gonna play aggressive. They know they're gonna be sending 1, 2, 3 players out. Jim's going in for the refrag, but Kingman obviously taking one down with them.
Ooh, very, very well pushed as a team from Trixie and Jim's. Ooh, Berserk taking one out, but not before getting refragged by Dreamer. It is down to 2 Fire players left, 3 Valor. They have the entire floor for free, basically, but they don't know it yet. Ooh, and Ghost is down, and it's just down to Serbler.
Serbler's on that flank, though. I don't know if anyone's watching it. Yeah, might catch Jim's off guard here, and he does! So that's a pick. He's able to rotate back in the site because the wall's open. 2v2, really winnable situation. 2v1! Oh no! God. He flashed his own teammate! I think 2K flashed Dreamer. Oh, what a clutch from Serbler. Look at this. Grenade toss, flash went out, flashed him. Yeah, wow. Oh, that is brutal for Valor.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Serbler. You should not be getting the clutch plays that you're getting. It's like wow. Should have died there, by the way. What, a 3 versus 1, I think, matchup in the end there. Then obviously the one before that somehow making it I don't know. Looking a little too good, I gotta say. For here, shout out to Rainzy VR in the chat, a content creator y'all know for VR. $5. I love Breachers. Happy face. I appreciate that. And another funny thing, Serbler has some balls. Honestly, yes, some of these are audacious plans. I don't know if I would do them myself.
Yeah, Well, it's like that first one, he did actually do a crouch under what the second person could see, so he could engage Trixie. The second one, yeah, that was some Ex Machina type stuff. Oh my goodness, an immediate slew of deaths from fire. Oh, that is disastrous.
Oh, what did they try to do right there? That just seems like a death sentence. They tried to swing the arcade door off rip, and that just did not work for Dusty or Ghost. I mean, they got a little bit of damage, got a pick, but man, I don't know. That's 2 lives gone already, and a C4 in arcade, so that's more utility than Fire can't use. They do have a... Oh no! The wall's open and Kingman just gets annihilated.
I'm gonna be honest, chat. Look at who's alive. It's Cerbler. I don't count this game as over until Cerbler has gone down. Let me put the camera on this guy. Let me see if this guy can cook right now. Because we've seen Dreamer taking out Berserk. Now in a 1v3, I don't think Cerbler should win this, but with the momentum, Cerbler's had one down. No! Oh. Unfortunate. Turning as 2K knocks him down. Finally, the fall of Cerbler.
He had such a good run. He had so many Ex Machina moments, so many like main character moments, and just was not able to finish that one out. He couldn't keep getting away with it. They can't keep getting away with this.
Yep, shout out Aaron Paw. He had plot armor there for a little bit. I mean, it was like he was just John Wick, basically, just walking and killing everyone. Didn't work right there, but I mean, you got to be happy with this lead for Fire. 5-1. Pretty good going on to this attack. We got to see how Fire does on the attack, though. I mean, I'm curious to see if they have anything cooking up. It seems like, I don't know what kind of push this is. Maybe they're not, it doesn't seem like they're going to go records room. Maybe, I don't know. It seems like a split, though. Look, yeah, maybe a 2-3 split. Interesting. I wonder how this is going to pan out.
2-3 split in the D coming out from the Fire players. And you know, if I were Cerbler, I'd be posting on my TikTok pretty soon after with some of the clutch plays that I had. Imagine it's like, you know, a moment where you like take a little picture. You're like, can this person win this engagement? You're gonna say probably no. Guess what? Still does it. And we'll see if they can keep the same magic on the attack side. Valor now defending, getting taken down. Berserk and Cerbler with their own early picks.
Oh my gosh, Berserk just went crazy. Jim's also getting a 2K himself. It is 3v2 and Jim has no health. Oh!
Oh! Oh!
Whoever hits who first. Oh, 4 health versus 1 and Berserk gets it. Oh no, that was crazy. Berserk, I think Berserk just had a 3 or 4K right there. No, look at Trixie on 1 health, Berserk on 4. It just... Oh no!
I couldn't keep up. What was happening?
There was too much.
I don't know if y'all noticed either. I think the Valor player was trying to mag dump them, runs out of bullets last second, and I was just like, no, if they had, I think the 1 bullet, they might have been able to knock them down. And it's one of those moments. Well, wow, you know, imagine the parallel universe. We'd be like 5-1 right now, or sorry, 5-2.
Oh my goodness, this match is just a roller coaster. I feel like I bought a ticket at Six Flags. Good lord. Back and forth, insane engagements. Oh my goodness, some of these people are insane too. The way that Berserk was able to just completely flood that floor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, that dude is crazy. That dude is so good at this game. I don't know. He walked in there. I think he got 4 too. So I mean, that is just putting the team on his back. And Fire now on match point. I mean, this is going to be really hard for Valor. They got to win 6 straight if they want to try to win this one out. So excited to see how Valor plays this on the defense. They're going to have to full buy pretty much every single round as it is their last. Crimson, though, holding this kitchen area. Cerbler! Oh, he had a cloak and lost the 1 to Crimson. Unlucky. Crimson, though, low on HP. Goes taking out 1 with Jims. Getting that quick refrag.
Beautiful refrags indeed. Berserk coming in on the back end. We'll see if they can maybe just get an inch to someone else. No, Dreamer barely mixing out of that one. And this room has been a death room for the Fire players. 1 down, 2 down. Where's Kingman on the top there? Oh no, on the back end there. They were not expecting that. Now leaving just Berserk and Dusty. Really Berserk by themselves.
Oh, but Berserk can make. Oh, he does see just a hint of somebody, but backs out before he can get flooded himself. Noticing that there's just a full stack. Dusty dropping in, getting one. Crimson gets the refrag, takes him down. It's up to Berserk. Can he pull off the magic to get his team the winning of this series, or is it gonna go into another round?
Such a good defensive round. I mean, that's what you have to do against a team like Fire. The aggression, like look at everyone. They're nobody's in sight. They're all holding cross angles out. I mean, this is exactly the position you want to be there. Have EMP outside, just holding angles on it, and this is really hard for Berserk here. He does have a Marui though. I would imagine he saves this because they have so much wiggle room right now. They're up 5 rounds right now, soon to just be 4. But you save that Marui because Dusty and Berserk won't be able to buy it, or Serbler. Serbler is $25. So I mean, keep that Marui because that's $3,200 you're saving, keeping that, and just live to fight another round.
Exactly, and it's not like they don't have the space, right? When you have 6-1, you can afford to lose a 6-2. It's fine to take one loss. You obviously don't want to lose the next 6. You don't want that at all, but very much recoverable indeed. I think I see some people in the chat asking who plays tomorrow. So tomorrow will be the second set of matches. It'll be games 3 and 4. It'll be Formula 3 versus Ragnarok, which I believe is 2 and 7, and then Aspect versus Blitzkrieg, which should be matchups 3 and 6. So it'll be a little bit different of a day, but it'll be the next set of matches before, of course, next weekend, which will be the semifinals and the grand finals. I believe all of those matches are best of 5, except for the bronze match, and that's whoever loses, you know, on Saturday next week. Anyways, Fire feeling a little heat finally as Valor is cooking.
Wait a minute, then hold on. Whatever happened to Zero and Aspect?
Lost too many players, and then they couldn't compete.
I
see.
see.
Or not CC in the finals.
Okay. I was wondering because like I guess I had missed the announcement where the actual link was, or like where the actual bracket split up was involved. I had always thought that like Zero and Aspect were going to show up, which is unfortunate. 2 other favorite teams of mine, but it
was it because they left during that drama?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I remember seeing a lot of people leave, and then the fact that the next day. Anyways, we don't need to talk about it. I know
we don't need to talk about
it. A lot of things have happened in that day. We can leave it as these teams are cooking up. I think at the end of the day, it'll be a good, entertaining cast, but longer cast though, because it's again a best of 5 series for next weekend, so it'll be a little more competitive, I would say, than this weekend because there's more time to come back. Berserk starting off great on Crimson.
Oh, what a shot! Ooh, 2K is looking to back up, but Serbler is already up close. Dusty and Ghost also working from their side. It's going to be a collapse. This is going to be really rough. Jims is going to have to fight for his life to stay alive right here. Sure, Dusty has a pistol, but still, it is a slaughter of heavier weapons from the rest.
Crimson is not a player you want to lose off the bat, considering you had 20 last game, so that is a heartbreaker for Valor. Unfortunate. Ghost trying to go for some shots off on the Jins here. Throws a smoke grenade on top of him, and Free Fire doesn't get any shots. Dusty taken out. Trixie gets one. What is happening in Valor with the man advantage? Just barely now, though, as Kingman takes out one. Smoke is still there. I'm everything is happening so fast sometimes. It's just like there's so much to keep up with. You just can't.
I wanted to give this little replay, little action as these players were rotating in and out, trying to get a pick. The smoke allowed them to get the picks. They were not expecting, obviously, the fire coming in from the left side. And Valor, you're right, they lost Crimson. I thought it might have been a done and done sort of thing, especially with Fire on match point. Again, Valor has to play perfect for the next at least 3 matches to give themselves an overtime. And it's looking more and more likely they might be able to start cooking, but obviously that is expecting Fire to mess up.
Oh man, like the counter push that Valor was able to do at the very end to clean up the last of Fire's offense was just nice. It was just beautiful. Like their backs are against the wall and they know it, and they are playing like they know it. This is coming back to the Valor that we expect. One that is not going to sit down and let a team steamroll them. Like we're seeing more aggressive holds. We're seeing counter pushes coming out that we weren't seeing earlier. They're playing like they should.
And that's the thing. I mean, they're not out of it yet, but they have to play every round perfect from now on. Jin's getting a little bit of damage taken off on him and gets wallbanged by Serbler and Kingman. C4 doesn't get the pick, but gets a little bit of damage off on the Ghost. I mean, what is happening right now? Ghost. Oh no, and this round has not been going in Valor's favor, and it's all up to 2K in a 1v4.
Every single player that got knocked down by Valor, I was like, there's no way. There's no way they can't do this 2K in a 1v4. Berserk on the back. And then, no, that is just... I was hoping they could fight it out to the very end, but that is unfortunately not going to be the case. Fire winning this one. Obviously on fire from how well they've been playing this map. And... it's a little heartbreaking. I got to say. I thought we were going to see maybe a reverse sweep from the 7-4, you know, from Valor, especially that 20 bomb. But I guess to someone's joke in the chat, in order for Valor to win, it looks like Crimson has to drop a 30 bomb.
That did seem to be the case. Like, I was really hoping again for the homies over Valor to be able to do it, but just the moment it went to 6-1, it was just, I felt like it was written in stone. All it took was one good round for like Berserk and Serbler to just push in and get that momentum going for their team, and that's exactly what happened. The momentum got grabbed by Berserk, and it was over.
I'm really glad that Valor really made that a game. I mean, after Hideout, it really seemed like Fire was just going to run away with this one. It really did. And then you go to Factory, and Valor wins that one 7-4, and then you go to a map 3, and it was looking good, but just unfortunate for Valor is Fire was just playing. I mean, they played so good on their first half, and it put Valor in such a hard spot to come back from. They just could not pull it off.
That defense really was just genuinely impenetrable for the Valor side, right? They were struggling with that aggressive defense. They struggled with players like Serbler here. You can see it on the replay. Serbler coming in with not one, two, but I think several clutches in the end. And it's like, what do you do when you're Valor? What do you do when you have to deal with someone who's able to have some insane clutch plays that honestly should not have worked out in their favor, but it did in the end?
Yeah, there's just some star players on that roster, like Serbler, Kingman now, Berserk. Like, there's just so many people that can be playmakers, that can make those like clutch plays, that can really just salvage a round. The Fire's set up for a really good round 2 next weekend.
Absolutely. I mean, that was just when we came into this. I mean, I was looking at it. Obviously, I thought Fire was going to win it. Pretty good. I mean, I don't know. It was really back and forth though from that second, third map. I mean, I really didn't know. Really started switching towards Valor's favor, but Fire really good, just really well. I mean, they lose that second map. They kept their composure, came out hot starting Maul. I mean, they came out firing on all cylinders, ended up winning it right there, and just well played from both teams.
Well played indeed. The game is a great show. Unfortunately for everyone that is watching today, this is gonna be the second game. It's gonna be the second one and the only one that we have left in terms of casting today. So we will be signing out pretty soon here. Do keep a lookout tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the next set of matches. It'll be Formula 3 and Ragnarok, I believe, Game 3. And then Game 4 will be Aspect and the Blitzkrieg, of course, playing that out. And then next weekend will be the semifinals, best of 5 matches. And then the day after that, on next Sunday, the grand finals date, that'll be the bronze match, of course, so whoever loses the semifinal matches, and then of course the grand finals for that top seed in this tournament. So we'll see how that plays out. We'll see which teams move on, but as you can see, Acer and Fire will be the ones moving on from today. So exciting games, but we do have another exciting set of matches. Hopefully you can see some of these beautiful faces return tomorrow on the casting desk. We'll see y'all again tomorrow as we continue the next set of playoff matches.
Bleachers VRML is brought to you by Helga, the esports manager. Triangle Factory. Thanks for watching VRML.